All right, hello and welcome in. It is Sunday, 12 April 2026. I'm setting up for Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. Sunday night edition. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Great last week. Welcome in, folks. It's a Willie night here on Censorship Sucks because it's Sunday. Thunder Strauss, Queen Bush Camp, Chris A.M., welcome in over on Kick. Thank you for the support. It's taking me a little bit to get everything together here, to put all the bells and whistles up. But we should be good to go here very shortly. I will be calling John and the crew up. Just a sec. Hey, how's it going?
Lovely doubly. How you doing, mate?
Doing pretty good here.
Lovely doubly. I'm doing pretty good too, mate.
Look at these.
Play with your down unders.
Uh-oh.
That ain't down under.
My down unders are not shaven. I can tell you that much.
A short scrotum is quite a thing to I can't remember the rest of it. My brain's not working. Yeah. This is not Peacock today. You got parts of me. I'm not 100% here.
And how about 69er? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Been gorging on spring football all weekend. So.
Oh, nice. Oh. I've been up to my elbows in bees.
Bees.
Yes. Are you getting paid in honey?
Not yet.
Ah.
It'll be a while till they make honey. I won't be here when they get to that phase. But when I get back in the fall, or the fall, it'll be like overloaded.
Now you said they're sending you a bee suit.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I've already got that.
Now, is it a suit or is it a bee costume? So you kind of blend in with them.
Well, it's not a head to toe suit. It's a jacket, right?
It's a jacket.
So it goes up and then it's up the hood. You know what I mean? And I got gloves to go over, to make it all good. But I just
so
wear
they can still come up your pants leg and nail you.
They can come up my pant leg.
Okay.
And today I was standing right next to this big old I don't know, swarm thing on the ground that I forgot all about was there, and I looked down and my left foot was literally covered in bees.
Uh-huh.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
I was like, okay. You know, I got stung the other day and that I didn't even feel it. I just I felt like this prick, the stinger in my arm or my hip, afterwards, and I was like, "What the hell's that?" And I pulled it out, and it's oh, it's a bee stinger. Damn.
Yeah. You'll mutate and become immune to them after a while.
Yeah.
It's just being inconvenient. It's what the fuck? Oh.
Or grow wings. One of the two.
Yeah, or grow. Oh, yeah. You could, like I said, you could mutate. You never know.
Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah,
Some of these bees
could be good, could be bad.
But no, it's pretty crazy now going back to it when they're all like settled in there and like you open up the hive and it's just like, I don't know, you pull out the cones, the plates that they're in.
Yeah.
And there's just like, I don't know, thousands of them on there, covering both sides from end to end. And it's just like, whoa. And you're like looking at it, you got it right up to your face because you're trying to like see into the like honeycombs to see if there's what's going on inside there.
Yep.
So yeah, covering both
Have you
sides.
seen the queen yet?
More freaked out about it.
Have you seen the queen yet?
Yeah, but I can't say that I've seen them. There's 8 queens.
Okay.
Because there's 8 different.
Where are these beehives? San Francisco? But I'm thumped.
They're not on a blonde's head,
we have 8
are they?
different hives, so you need one
right.
queen per hive.
Yes, one queen. I'm aware. I run my own apiary.
And the hives are 3 boxes tall.
Okay.
And then we got the sugar water thing on top of it that you turn upside down.
Yep.
And we put some pollen patties in there.
Okay.
And they've been eating those up. And we just found the smoker today too. We came back and we're like, dude, we had to find the smoker, so we tore apart.
Well, yeah, you should have been using the smoker from the beginning.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't really need it.
You should always use your smoker. Because when you smoke the bees, it calms them down. Also, they eat as much honey as they can because they think there's a fire. And by doing that, it prevents them from stinging you. Because basically their stomach is so full, they can't get their stinger around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other guy's
like when you get the Vikings drunk before battle.
Exactly. Or if you had too much alcohol and can't perform the task, if you know what I mean.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I've only been stung once, and it wasn't even anywhere near the beehive. You know.
Okay. Oh yeah.
My buddy's been stung like 10 times so far.
Okay.
But he's like,
begun to
I don't
mutate
need
yet?
that hat all the time. I don't need to wear that thing right now. I don't need gloves, so I'm just going to pick these things up, and I don't need gloves. And it's like, ow!
He's going to mutate. You're going to hear stories about some man caught stealing pollen. Yeah, it's not going to be good. He'll be rolling around in flower beds, gluing stuff to his legs. Yeah, it's not going to go well. Trust me on this.
Yeah, we'll have to call Jack Carey up.
Yeah. Yep. Have him on the Wednesday show.
It'll be a new cryptid for us.
Yeah.
Track.
The B-Man?
Is there a B-Man? There has to be a B-Man
I'm
already.
sure there is. I mean, there's cat people,
Other than that, caramba.
dog men, everything,
Yeah, there's got to be a B-Man.
Well, I mean, there's a Mothman, so you would think.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
but that one's not just located in out near the Pine Barrens and all that. It goes to Chicago too, apparently.
All right. So there's a Mothman. Apparently there's a human centipede, but don't Google it.
Yeah, you don't want to see any of those.
Yeah, that's not a superhero. Yeah.
It's a really bad night for a couple days.
Yeah. But a funny South Park episode.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So if you want to Google it, add South Park to it. So.
I had a friend of mine who's like 70, and I was trying to convince him that South Park is like, dude, like, you got to watch it in your lifetime, right?
Right.
And so that was the episode that he saw. He like tried to watch an episode and watch that one. And I was like, oh God, what did you think of it? He's like, well, mixed reactions. I'm like, yeah. Not the first episode I would have sent you to.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty extreme.
All the terms of service stuff was actually really funny, though.
Yeah, well, it is funny, and we blindly accept them all the time.
Yep. Like, dude, you're still not reading it?
Yeah. Yep. Nobody reads the terms of service.
There's only one person I know that reads the terms of service.
Mark.
Mark Edworthy.
Yep.
Yeah, or the lawyer that wrote it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, we should start getting AI to write terms of service.
No.
Just to make people read it. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because who knows what's going to be in
that's
there.
not a new thing. I mean, terms of service for most websites is just so cut and paste. I mean, really.
A
What are you
lot of
doing that
them.
100 other websites haven't already done that you need your terms of service to be special for, you know?
Right.
To hide secret stuff that you agree to, like to serve in the Chinese military if Google is invaded or something, you know.
Yeah. Well, there's the guy that had the lawsuit he tried to file with Disney, but it had to go into arbitration because he was a Disney Plus subscriber.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I was thinking.
That's the terms of service type stuff that gets hidden.
Yeah. That's the only
Yeah.
reason to do those really.
And it had nothing to do with
complicated
Disney
long
Plus.
terms.
Yeah, his beef
Yep.
was with Disney for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. Got to go through arbitration. Because when you signed up for our streaming service.
You agreed to it.
Yep.
Come on, Blue. Come on up. Come on.
How did that turn out?
girl.
Did the courts uphold that?
I don't know. I goldfish memory over here stopped following it.
Yeah, of course, like everybody else.
Yep.
That is the news cycle.
Yep. We were on to something else. Outrage of the moment. Used to be of the day. Now it's of the moment.
Yeah, anymore it seems to be the outrage of the hour.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. It's nuts. Are you lording over there?
Yeah. What's going on with this?
Uh-oh. Do we have gremlins again?
Well, whatever.
There's something on the wing!
All right, so, Doc, I wanted you to make it your mission night tonight. Whatever Willie's trying to get through, whatever he's saying, I want you to distract him and confuse him as much as you humanly can. Okay?
I will give it a try. Yeah.
I normally do it, but I want you to do it tonight. Just to really, just take him off subject at any point you possibly can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask him if he got the dick pic. That will throw him off. Don't say dick pic, but you know what I mean.
Did she get that pressed fruit bowl I sent you?
Yep, there you go.
Special one.
Yep.
What was that amount again that you needed me to send?
Yeah. In bits of coin.
In bits of corn.
Yep.
Bits
I
of
don't know
corn.
about
There
that.
you go. You said bits of corn, right?
Yeah, there you go. Dealing in maize. That's bits of corn.
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, empires were built on it. I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What we got here? 20 tabs already? Avenatti's out of jail, huh?
Really?
Yeah, he's in a halfway house now for like the next year and a half.
Okay. Remember when he was going to be president?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, they really loved him. He's going to be president. He's the only one standing up to Trump.
which one was this?
Michael Avenatti.
Yeah, the porn star's lawyer.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember her name. That's where she is.
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels. There you go. Thank you. Told you I wasn't all here.
I'm a OnlyFans subscriber, so yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know her well.
All right. Yeah, she even rode hard and put up wet. Yeah.
Put up dry.
Yep. Or as Trump calls her, Sloppy Daniels. Yep.
You would know.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you called
yeah.
it horse face.
I'm sorry. What's that, Mark?
I thought his name for her was horse face.
Oh.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how these guys get in these scandals with these women, and then like 30 years later, it's like Juanita Broderick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
I mean, she's like a grandma. She's hardly even hot in any way, shape, or form. And it's like, dude, you really couldn't help yourself over her? Like, really?
Yeah.
Well, come
Yeah.
on, big.
She was a little younger then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote a
Gilfs.
song about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't want to
peeking.
hear it, Mark. Yeah.
Sneaking and peeking. Bigfoot's into
Yep.
MILFs.
Yep.
Yeah, I even had Jerry Reed sing it for me.
Yep. We got to start looking at this like Jeff Goldblum with Jurassic Park. Just because you can probably doesn't mean you should. So think before you prompt.
It's valid. It's a valid.
Yeah.
It's a valid.
Yeah, think before you prompt. because depending on the AI, it'll do it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it usually just tells me can't use that prompt,
Right.
or I'll get that 404 message.
Using one of those restricted AIs, are you?
No. Would I do that? I've learned from David Hogg. That's all I can say.
Oh, great. I'm going to be in court
Uh-oh.
now.
Oh no!
You got a good lawyer.
Disavow.
She's probably in the other room right now.
Yeah, she's going to be, Your Honor, I told him not to do it years ago.
Right under the bus.
Yep, under the bus. Yep.
Yeah, and even if you want to, Doc, come up with like really long, intricate questions for Willie that like just dig into his time. Just eat his time as much as you can. That's the bottom line, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Ask about his past romances.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yeah. Ask him if it's true he actually fed his girlfriend to that whale.
Well, I'm curious who he fed his what happened to the alligators and the monkey situation after he tried to invade the alligator Alcatraz to break out that. Who was he trying to break? Was he trying to break out Hansel? Yeah, he was trying to break out.
He was trying to break out Hansel?
No,
Yeah,
I think
no.
Hansel is happy there. He's a snake handler now.
No. What he
That,
wants.
and he's been bitten so many times, he's lost a
Yeah.
lot of weight. It's
Didn't
kind of
he
like
He's
Poor
trying
poor
to
man's
do that
Ozempic.
immigration scam. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah. His
Probably immigration scam. You know how it is.
his brother-in-laws. He breaks them out and then he takes them back to get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
knew it
mean,
was something
he
like that.
snitched on Hansel. I don't think he'd break him out.
No.
Yeah.
He will not
Unless
break
he
him
was
out.
going to turn him in after breaking him out, because you know how Willie is.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you get the 5K payout.
Yeah. He'd make Hansel pay to get broken out, and then he would turn around and flip him and get the reward, because that's just the way Willie is.
Yeah, and then
Well, it's good business.
and then didn't he have tried to get Hansel involved with the monkeys too, to go on the pizza plane too with Biden?
I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, I mean,
I
this
know
was
that
a while
Willie
back.
has been generating money getting Michael the Midget to wrestle monkeys in the town
Wrestle
square.
monkeys.
Monkey wrestling.
Yeah, he's been
That's
doing monkey
dangerous
wrestling.
for a midget.
Monkeys in like the Congo that are going to war with each other, ape war.
I heard about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to bring that one up later. Two chimpanzee clans in Uganda.
Yeah.
They're just going to war with each other.
This
Nobody's
just in:
like-
censorship sucks canceled for racism.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
It's a good thing. There's plenty of platforms these days. They can't get you. They can get rid of your audience and
Right.
your bank, but
You have to start
you can still
over.
put your stuff out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately for me, if I lose one, I can find another one.
Yeah.
With as
Yep.
many as
And besides,
I
you're on the
stream out
airwaves,
to,
so
you know. Because they're not all owned by Google.
This is
Yeah.
true.
not that
yet,
we're
man.
aware of. Again, terms of service. Who knows what we signed up for?
Yeah. I'll have
Oh,
to.
you wanted a Gmail account to make your life easy, huh?
Oh boy. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to send my stuff to Ed Worthy so he can go through it. And then then I'm gonna have to scratch my head and say, I wonder. When he says, "You're possibly okay," I'm like,
That's never good.
yeah, I'm like, yes or no, Mark? Come on, straight answer.
Yeah. Well, the risks of
And he'll be like,
mitigated.
yeah, and he'll say something under his breath, and I'll be like, oh, okay.
I want a yes or a no in writing, notarized.
Notarized.
Yeah, very important.
Yes. I prefer it in cash, but in writing will do.
Yeah.
And no more of that no-dose stuff with Willie keeps trying to push. What is up with that?
I think it's just Mama Lou's stash he's trying to get rid of that's left over. That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
It's a shell company behind a shell company.
Yep. But that's not really no-dose. That's what do they used to call it? Mama's Little Helper?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to keep you awake. Well, I guess it will. Yeah.
Depends on which helper it is. The morning helper or the evening helper.
Yeah, exactly. Or the hamburger helper. That's the other one you got to watch out for.
Hamburger helper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The evening helper. That's funny. The morning helper, the evening helper.
Yep. And then there's the gardener.
Do you want to go up or do you want to go down?
Yep.
The elevator goes both ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it a bivator?
Family friendly, sir.
That was family friendly. Depends on your family. You haven't met mine. Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's funny, dude. I'm watching this video the other night, and it's like, speaking of drugs, and World of Warcraft put out a bunch of new content. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They did an original version and this version, that version. They put out and it's got millions of people signed up. The servers are going crazy, and I was shocked because I check out some videos playing Warcraft for the first time in my life or whatever, and it's dude, I couldn't believe how insanely crowded it all was. How just many people were on the server.
Yeah.
And it was watching somebody do crack cocaine after meth has been the thing for the last 20 years now. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're just going back and doing a drug that nobody even does anymore. But
yeah.
Wow. It's
yep.
It's a good drug.
Maybe he was doing it ironically. Right?
No, there's a lot of content out there on that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, unfortunately, everything is content now. Everything is content. Doesn't matter what's going on.
It's just come back full circle, It's it'll be popular for a few months, and then...
Yeah, and then hopefully AI will destroy it all, so, Yeah,
there'll be two waves of people. The ones that get, bored of it and move on, and the other ones just get addicted and will be stuck in that world for the next year and a half.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Doc, did you ever play any of
that? Doc is muted.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I doubt he did, though. He was probably raising his kids and doing all that stuff. And,
yeah, well, I didn't play World of Warcraft, but,
Hmm? I played
no EverQuest.
Too much.
None of that.
I was a guild master in a couple different guilds on a couple different servers.
Okay.
Big ones.
Yeah, I guess I was in the industry and games no longer had joy. Yeah.
I know what that's
like.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a lot of joy for watching football when I was coaching because I had to do
it became work. Yeah. Yeah, it became work. Yeah. Yep. It's man, well, he used trilinear filtering there, and he didn't really need to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially during the off season when all I'm doing is cutting up film for coaching sessions and all that stuff, and it's all you're doing is watching tape after tape after tape after tape, and you're I couldn't watch a full game of football for 2 years after I got done coaching.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you can't let your they say do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Right, but then you'll be broke.
But then you'll come to hate what you love in time.
Yeah. What is it? Eventually you turn into, a monster or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You turn into your parents. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I certainly could have kept coaching. That would have been preferable to doing whatever else other jobs I was doing. But
you wouldn't be enjoying the football like you are right now.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yep.
even make.
It's
I
all
couldn't make
trade-off.
enough money. Yeah, I couldn't make enough money doing it either. Like until you
Oh, yeah.
start getting up into the like Division 1 collegiate level as an assistant, you're not making much. Like
Right.
some of the guys I worked with that were doing it, full time. It was their career path, like me, but they had been doing it a while. We're still only making like $10,000 a season.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't live on that and have a sick wife and kids to take care of. Doesn't work
Well,
that
and
way.
at the end of the day, it's not even minimum wage, too. I mean, at 10 grand, right?
Right.
Yeah, they do all kind of funny math so that they only have to pay you they basically pay you a salary for a period of time, and so they don't have to pay you work like 18 hours a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you say, cutting up all that tape and everything, it's like, no, we're just paying you for the practice hours. Like, when you actually go to practice, you get paid for that. But everything else, the games, the analysis, all that stuff is on you.
Basically. That's basically how it works.
And you don't have to do any of that. We don't expect you to do that, but you better win.
Yeah. And when you're when you're low man on the totem pole, like that's your job. Like you're the guy who does all of that grunt work.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. So to open it up, I guess the three biggest stories are obviously back to Iran, Eric Swalwell, and Artemis.
probably, yeah, that would definitely be the big three.
There's some stuff going on in Ireland.
Yep.
Yep.
In England, as always. John Cleese is great. I got some of his stuff pulled up. You know John Cleese from Monty Python?
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Yeah. I know.
Sometimes he's great. Sometimes he's not.
Well, he was really funny. I mean, very funny in Monty Python.
He was very funny in Monty Python, but then he got political.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then he became a liberal and did the whole liberal, thing. And now he's waking up though. He's like, what in the hell? So he's like definitely like turned full red pill.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys, I'm going to take and switch us over.
Okay.
All right.
David.
Have a good show. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's been good seeing you, David.
never know.
I'll catch up with you later on in the week.
All right. Okay.
All right. All right. That was pre-show for Censorship Sucks. Coming up will be the show. The show. You get them everybody back up and running again. You okay? Waiting for Doc to come back.
Oops.
Got him.
Okay, cool. I was just going to get. Doc, you there? Testing 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
great.
you go.
Not right.
You look like you were lit up and you weren't saying anything, so I want to make sure.
Is my microphone coming in okay?
Oh, yeah, real good. Nice and
Okay.
clear.
Okay. All right. Good. Sometimes it likes to give me trouble.
Where?
Depends.
And your depends?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Yes. Sometimes it just rips a hole right through them.
Okay, let's see. Actually, I've got a lot of stories tonight, too. It's not all on those three, thankfully.
Yeah, there were some other interesting stuff out there going on, for sure. It's been a pretty wild couple weeks as far as news. The Iran stuff has kind of put a lot of stuff in the background, but there's been a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, Hungarian president lost.
You
Moonshine is coming back.
the riots in Ireland, and
Yeah.
30 seconds, fellas,
So what?
till you go live on the radio
When?
side
What? Tonight?
right now.
over there.
No.
Here's your
Yes.
countdown.
Possibly.
5, 4, 3,
Flat Earth.
2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side for the very first time tonight, right
Flat Earth.
now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Sunday night edition for April 12th, 2026. With me tonight, we've got Doc in the house. What's up, Doc?
The sky. Artemis is down though, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But
It was
doing
up.
pretty good. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
up there
Artemis
for a
was
while.
up.
Yeah.
We could probably start with that one. I mean, what a great day for the world and therefore America.
Well, the completing the mission, yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
There were some. I mean, because you know how the reputation of NASA has been the last few years. I'm glad that they were able to complete the mission without any major failures. There were a couple interesting stories about the toilet troubles. That was pretty funny, but
Yeah.
everything else seemed to work. Yeah.
Yep. I had a meme I shared on my page of Marco Rubio sitting in the Senate with a spacesuit on, holding a plunger.
Yeah. 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 That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah. Marco, we're going to have to send you up there to unplug the toilet. Can you do it?
I have to say though, as cool as the Artemis mission was, I feel like they did a bad job of really making it a cool thing. It just didn't catch in the zeitgeist. There's a lot of distrust in government right now, and because NASA was doing it, it seemed to just not catch fire, and
Yeah.
it was just something. It just seemed like it didn't have the excitement that it should have.
Yeah, I saw some people on the left talking about how, what a waste of money. Why are we doing this? It's a gray and black rock. What are we going to learn there? Nothing. Like, space travel has absolutely nothing to benefit humans. Nothing, But yeah, no, I think they could have done a better job bringing in like the Mark Robers of the world, the big YouTubers that are into science and stuff, to really make them a part of it and make it like this big social media experience where all the key people are like behind the scenes, going through all the details, explaining everything, as only they can, of course. It would be something that would make it much more interesting. Like you say, they blast off, they go around, they come back. A lot of conspiracy theories and memes, come out in the meantime. And, I was just happy to see them landing safe. It was funny because I knew that they were going to land about like 7 minutes after the hour. So at about 6 minutes after the hour, I tuned in.
Yeah.
And they were like to the second on schedule. You know what I mean? It was like, if I'd have known, I would have checked in probably 5 minutes earlier to catch some of the drama, but I just watched them float down and land. It was like, oh, nice.
Yeah, and the amount of anti-science kind of like, oh, it's fake, or they didn't actually go, or this kind of, it just, we could have shot all of that down. They could have really just hammered it, like you said, with the social media, and really put all of that and put it to rest, and also been like, hey, look, we figured out how to get through the Van Allen belt again. This means space travel's back on, guys. This means we can go mine rocks in space, and we can expand our empire in space. Like, this is cool stuff. This is something for you to look forward to in the future. But they didn't do that. It's sad. That's the only part about it that I'm disappointed with. But it was very cool that they completed the mission with no hiccups.
What'll be interesting is to see when like Tesla does it,
Right. Yeah.
And when they go, say, and land on the moon, and they might beat us to it, quite frankly. And how much they put into it, what kind of social game they put out there.
Yeah.
right? To really get people interested in landing on the moon, watching that ship. It's going to like fall over kind of thing onto its side, and then it'll rest there on its side, and that will be the space station up there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw
Really
the
cool idea.
yeah, I saw the design. They did have a little short design video that shows you like a graphic of what it's going to do. It's really ingenious. First of all, like what they're doing, but second of all, it's the fact that you now have competition to see who, like from the private sector and from the government sector, means that it's real. Like there's going to be something happening in that realm very soon that. Doesn't matter what's going on down here. They're going to keep going because there's money to be made in space, and they've figured out how to do it. And I'm pretty excited about that future for the young folks.
And you just know that if Trump can be the president that puts a man on Mars and brings him back successfully, he's going to want to do that in any way, shape, or possible way that he can do it.
Yeah. And even if it doesn't have anything to do with him, if it can be done during the time he's in office, he can claim it, and he'll love that.
Yeah, or even if he can like spearhead, like he did with Space Force, spearhead the initiative and then pass it on to JD Vance, and then make it happen, kind of thing, right?
Yep. Anything that can make his ego feel better about itself, he'll be all for.
Oh yeah, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing, of course. Right, because he might put some people into complete, life and death situations because he just wants the glory. But, you want somebody as president who wants to go down in history as the best president ever. You know what I mean? And that's what he wants to do, is to go down as the best ever, the GOAT, right? Have like no comparison whatsoever. And he's kind of up there, Reagan so far had been the GOAT. And now Trump is, I think, surpassed him in many ways. And if he could pull off the 5D chess that he's playing right now and get Cuba, Venezuela, Iran, the Middle East, peace in the Middle East, for crying out loud, if he can put that all together in, this term, I got to put my hat off to him. You know what I mean? I got to take it off and be like, dude, you did it. You truly are like hands down the greatest president of all time. If he can pull off what he's trying to pull off. Heck, he's trying to, redo the what is it, East Wing with the ballroom.
Yep.
Build
the big tower. Wants to build the big arch, the memorial out there. If he accomplishes all the stuff that he wants to get done, he certainly will go down in history as the greatest, if not one, one of the greatest, if not the greatest. The problem is when you swing for the fences, you generally either hit a home run or you miss big. That's the only downside with that kind of leadership. But it takes, like you said, it takes that kind of leadership to be great. You have to want to be great, and so we'll see how it all plays out. But I think the fact that he's spearheading the reignition of a space race it's a pretty big deal, a bigger deal than people are making it, for sure. Yeah,
and before it was a space race, when we think of space race, it was the Soviets, right? Now it's Elon Musk versus America. You know what I mean?
Versus the Chinese, versus the Indians, versus anybody who has enough money to throw rockets in space, because they've realized that not only are the satellites valuable, but there's mining potential, especially if some property can be claimed on the moon before the Americans get there, and so there's lots of push to do this. It's pretty interesting.
It is, and God bless them. I'm so happy they made it back, and it was cool to see, and let's see more of it. And again, I can't wait to see what Elon is going to be doing with this SpaceX project, because I think it's going to knock the doors off of what NASA can do at a fraction, and I mean a fraction of the price, right?
Yep.
What did they say this costs, like $40 billion or something?
Yeah, some insane. Yeah, I think it was 50 billion, something like that. Yeah.
So
that's why the leftists were complaining, because they wanted it to go to the homeless so they could do more drugs or something. I don't know. Life.
Well, Elon Musk will do it for $2 billion and get it done, and leave the just set a whole station up there in the whole 9 yards, get everything ready to go, so that it's just about landing more of those up there, then putting the robots up there to build more, to build it all.
Yep.
And then off you go. Eventually, the humans come sliding in, and it's all built and beautiful. And the first humans that step foot in that lab, it'll be done. It'll be brilliant, huge, spacious. There'll be plants growing everywhere and fresh water on tap and the whole 9 yards,
Yeah, that is the one huge upside of all the technological revolutions that we're having. Like, we can really do what Elon wants to do by the time he's done in life. It'll be amazing for humanity.
Yeah. And I mean, there's another dude who's really going for the fence. You know what I mean? He's not trying to get on base, right? No.
He's
pointed at the outfield at the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's calling his shot at home plate. He's like, we're going for the fences. Let's go.
Exactly. And so far he's been hitting them pretty well. I mean, he's accrued so much money. And this Tesla IPO, oh my God, he's going to be like the world's first trillionaire, hands down, like easily. Like, he might make $1 trillion that day.
He may end up being the world's first trillionaire before the IPO hits, depending on what happens if we can get this Iran situation squared away.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm seeing EV sales are up quite a bit in the last month or so because gas prices went up. So everyone's freaking out, and they're trying to buy EVs as quick as they can. Which, it makes sense. It's always been the way that, like big pickup trucks sell less when gas is high, and economy cars, you buy more of those, and, so on and so forth. And then the gas gets cheap and everyone's like, I want a Hummer.
Yep. I've been alive long enough to see the swing back and forth multiple times. It does happen that way.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going on with that and where that all lands. But it's just fun to be alive to see this kind of stuff, It's always cool to be around to catch history in the making. And that was definitely history, Yeah. That's the furthest any human has ever traveled away from the planet. The Apollo didn't go quite as far as these guys did.
Yeah, it was impressive. A scientific feat, an engineering marvel that should have gotten a lot more attention for people. So take a look at the video if you haven't seen it, folks. It's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check it out. It's beautiful stuff. It's history in the making. But as we talk about history in the making, let's get into one of the biggest slime balls in Washington, D.C. They don't make them slimier than this dude. He will sit there on television, look you in the eye, and lie to you. Lie to you. Eric Swalwell. I mean, this guy's been out there for years. Fartwell. It's the guy that farted on national television. Big, juicy one. He kind of moved his butt cheek up. You could tell he kind of moved his butt. He thought it'd be silent, and it wasn't. And that's a risk you don't take on live television, folks. If you think it's going to be silent and you're on live television, coast to coast, just wait. Those clips are like usually 2-3 minutes long. You can go, 2 or 3 minutes. If you've been on a first date before.
Yeah, you got to clench.
Yeah. I mean, Doc, you've been on a first date before, right?
Oh, yeah.
Standard protocol. You don't take the risk on the first date.
Nope.
The third date, maybe you can, take a little risk and see if it comes out silent. And if it does, good for you. Just roll the windows down. Stat.
Very true. But his behavior in choice making hasn't been quality. He was also sleeping with a Chinese spy lady for a while too. So.
Okay, yeah. All right, so let's get into Fang. Fang is the spy. Yeah. She approached. Was Victor Davis Hanson around the same time, and he was like, yeah, she came in and she tried to get into my, and I was like, no, get out. I had a staffer with me the whole time, took notes of it diligently, right, and was like, I saw that coming a mile away, whereas he just walked into it. And what the heck, he was probably like, okay, you're a Chinese spy, so what? I'll sleep with you. I'm not going to tell you anything.
Yeah.
Right? The
guy just doesn't seem to have the best decision making.
No, so this is the thing, folks. What happened? Big breaking news. Eric Swalwell running for governor of California. He's out. He is out. He got caught Well, let's put it this way. He didn't necessarily get caught. Several staff members came out and said that he basically either was very abusive towards them sexually, dick pics, things along those lines. And this is not going to be very family friendly for the next minute or two while I explain kind of what's going on here. So bear with me. But he even actually, raped one or two of them, allegedly, is what they are claiming. Believe all women, right? He was big time behind the Believe all women movement. He's, a congressman from California, wants to be the governor, one of the front runners for the governor right now. And this came out. His staffers are coming out and saying, hey, man, this is no good. And I've heard the interviews with them. They've been on CNN. They've been on Fox. They're out there talking. And it's very believable. Their stories. It's horrible stuff. And then, additionally, now other films are popping up with him, like making out with a couple different prostitutes and stuff. Doing all this stuff. He apparently, allegedly, may have raped one of the prostitutes. Now, how do you rape a prostitute, folks? How do you do that? Are you that broke? What, you ordered up, you don't pay her, and then how do you even do that? You pay them for sex, you have sex. How did rape get involved with a prostitute? You call them up and say, no, I'm not going to pay you, like, give it to me anyway? It's kind of insanity. But I don't know, Doc, what say you?
I think, I think this guy's clearly a terrible human being. I think that was probably pretty obvious in his ability to turn on tears at will whenever, he talked about Donald Trump. Meanwhile, he was, being this kind of person. But I find it interesting that this came out now, being that the jungle primary in the governor's race out there. I wonder if this wasn't some opposition research that was done by one of his fellow Democrats, and they let it loose on him to get him out of the way to consolidate the Democratic votes a little bit.
It very well could be. But again, these are ex-staffers that are just, I think, to some degree, a couple of them were like, hey, man, I can't sit here and watch this guy run for governor, right? I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And so they reached out to a mutual friend in the, Democratic Party, and I forget her name, but she was, it's probably in one of these articles I have up, but she put out some post saying, hey, these people are coming to me and they're very credible and, they're willing to come out publicly. This isn't like Kavanaugh, where everyone's private and nobody really remembers anything and there were no dates or places. These are documented.
Right. There does seem to actually be some there, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, again, opposition, they get a hold of it. But like you talk about the jungle primary, the Katie Porter is what, the next one in line?
Basically, the next Democrat, yeah. But I think the top two are still Republican in polling.
Yeah, last I saw, there was, Hilton and another guy, the sheriff down there in Riverside, and then it was Swalwell and Katie Porter and a few other, Democrats behind them. It was like 6 more Democrats behind them, basically. So, jungle campaign means whoever gets first and second place goes into the final race. It can be 2 Republicans, it can be 2 Democrats. It usually is 2 Democrats. Very rarely it's 1 Republican and 1 Democrat, but it's never meant to be 2 Republicans in the state of California running against each other for the governorship.
Exactly.
So if this happens, it's a big deal. And again, if he's out, then the rest of the votes have to consolidate back into one of the other 2 people. If Katie Porter gets it, then boom, she's up there. Now she, in her divorce proceedings, was alleged to have, I don't even know if I need to say alleged here. It's in the documentation, it's in the record from her divorce proceedings that she put scalding hot mashed potatoes over her husband's head in an argument. He got burned. It was a dangerous thing, and she, hurt him badly by pouring scalding hot mashed potatoes over his head. There was that video that came out of her talking about, I don't know, electric cars or whatever, and one of her staffers walks behind her in the shot and tries to correct her and say, hey, you mentioned this, but it's actually this, so, let's start from here and start. And she just drops F-bombs on her, berates her. Horrible, horrible person. You know,
Yeah.
just her personality came out there, Doc. And you just wouldn't want something like that anywhere near power.
Well, no, and that's why my money's on her campaign being the one who spearheaded to hunt these ladies down and get them to go on record. That would be my guess.
Yeah, apparently this stuff had been rumored for a long time. People had known about it, and it wasn't some new thing.
No, it was. So. Well, I think there's a lot of this. We've talked about this with other political candidates. There's kind of just this well-kept, well-known secret in Washington, D.C. that a lot of these people are scumbags behind the scenes. Just is. You know? He happens to be one of them. You know?
Yeah, how many of them are just horrible to their staff? You know, I mean, we all talk about how Kamala Harris went through, 97% turnover of her staff. And, you know, in both the campaign and in her vice president's office, you know, just massive turnover because you're just not a nice person. You like your Cabernet Sauvignon, you want to be right about everything without doing any homework. And so when you go out and make a fool of yourself, you have to get mad at somebody and you're not going to get mad at yourself.
Nope. No. It's like Hillary used to make the male Secret Service guys hide in like the closet or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But then there's, you know, and you got Kristi Noem and her husband with their weirdo behavior. Like, a lot of these people in D.C. are just not good human beings. And I think that's kind of part of our system, unfortunately, is that if you don't have some kind of compromise on you, it's hard for you to get in there because you can't get loyal money behind you. I think that's part of our problem.
Yeah, let's see. And so Swalwell put out a video the other day from a sleazy-looking hotel room somewhere with the shades drawn, of course, saying he's innocent, going to go after these people. His lawyer came out and, they're lying, basically, smeared them.
Of course.
Go on the offense. They're going to try to issue, what do they call them, cease and desist orders, prevent them from talking about it. And he is going to find out, though, very early on Monday morning if he's going to be in the Congress anymore. Because there are several movements now to get him to resign his office. Now, I'd like to see something a little more happen before you have to resign from Congress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like right now, it's just he said, she said. Let's give me a little more. New York said they're going to open an investigation into him. Southern District in New York, I think it is.
Yeah.
And if they, come out and say, we want a grand jury, what's going forward, then okay, kick him out. But for now, I think when you just allege something, he said, she said, you shouldn't drop out of Congress.
Yeah, I mean, it's all well. I think you're better off not giving him too much pressure to leave Congress. I think I don't think you want a special election or an appointment right now going into midterms. He's out anyway, I believe, isn't he? At the end of his term. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that's why he's running for governor. I think the reason he's running for governor is because his end of his term, he's planning on not being able to get reelected.
Oh, he doesn't think he'll get reelected to his seat again in the House, but he thinks he can run for governor? I don't know. And there's no term limit, right? I mean, the guy does not even have gray hair yet. Right? He's not even he can still walk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no term limits. I think there was something, I can't remember who said this. It might have been Rich Barris over at Big Data Polling, the People's Pundit, for those of you who are interested in accurate polling. But it's just one of those things where they see the political winds changing, and so they jump ship and try to make a career move to go up the ladder before things fall apart. The Democrats are having just as much trouble as the Republicans as far as at the base level. There's the younger crowd is coming up, and they are just not with what the boomers are with, politically speaking. Yeah,
sadly, it's wild how much things are changing with demographics over time, and just not with demographics per se, but with each gen is really, I mean, they're socialists now. They're straight up like communists that are coming out of high school nowadays,
Even the people that would generally consider themselves conservative are more on the socialist side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is shocking to me. I mean, the Overton windows moved all the way into pre-war Nazi Germany.
In some phases, yeah. I mean, it's very reminiscent of other periods in our history that were chaotic. Pre World War One, pre World War Two. The the fever of everything. Everything's become a contentious fight. People are drawing lines and picking tribes and sides, politically speaking. And it's I don't know, it's going to be wild for both parties the next 8 years. Things are going to change drastically.
It is. And I think the Democratic Party is really, I hope to God that they get a giant wake-up call when the midterms come around. I've been seeing polls from Harry Enton over at CNN showing how, the Democrats went from like plus 18, through the different midterm elections, right? You go back to 2008 or so, they were at plus 12. They went to plus 8. Now they're minus 5. In other words, the GOP has a 5-point advantage going into this midterm. They've never had that before. But I also saw a thing that said, hey, the Senate's going to be starting, they're going back to work tomorrow. Guess what? Monday morning, they're going back to work, and guess what? They're going to do nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Why show up? Why even be there, Senate? Just don't do anything. Like, go sit in your pool in Miami. Who cares?
Yeah, it's very interesting how they've decided, either side, to really do nothing this whole last year. Both Congress and the House and the Senate. It's pretty wild. But I've seen what's happening at the lower levels is the Democrats are winning right now in the elections that have been held, but the communists aren't. The communists are actually losing. It's the more centrist Democrats that are winning. So the centrist message is actually what the people are preferring right now, at least in the early voting. So we'll see how it plays out. But hopefully, look, if we get corporatists that act like leftists, it's no better than having leftists. So there's no way I could vote for a Democrat, but the Republicans are just not helping themselves out at all. The Republicans in Congress and House are just not doing anything to support the president.
They don't see any urgency at all. Like, they
None.
just don't see any urgency in anything.
Yeah. It's sad.
And I mean, that's for a lack of leadership, I guess. It's crazy. I mean, you talk about centrists, and Trump to me is very much a centrist. Look at his history, man. He was best friends with Oprah Winfrey forever. He was one of the biggest contributors to Planned Parenthood, through the years. He gave millions and millions of dollars.
I constantly call him a New York 90s Democrat. He's a blue dog Democrat. That's what he is.
Yeah, exactly. And yet they talk about him like he's some rabid, worse than Hitler kind of guy. And it's just shocking. Like, you don't know what a centrist is, folks. What's so really radical about what he's doing?
Yeah.
We shut down the border. So what? We're exporting people. Obama kicked so many people out of this country. It's insane. We're trying to catch up with Obama here.
Well, it's I think really optics, the social media environment, the instant information environment is not nearly as controllable optics wise as previous media cycles have been. And I think the bad press on Iran and the Epstein files and the immigration fight in Minneapolis, that bad press has covered up and made a lot of the senators fearful of doing anything. They don't want to make Trump mad, but they also don't want to get kicked out by their base.
Exactly. And we've got these sites too. When you talk about social media, what is it, Blue Sky?
Yep.
That I've never been on, but I bet if I got over there and really spent some time digging around, well, I'd probably get banned immediately for just wishing everybody a good day. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a great day today. Banned. Get up. What do you mean, ladies and gentlemen? What about me?
Exactly. That is Blue Sky. Yeah, that is Blue Sky for sure.
So, the left used to talk about Twitter, the crazies on not Twitter, right? The right wings, and how they all need to be banned, and they're saying they're pushing these radical, crazy agendas that are making people go out and do dangerous things, break the law. But that's happening today over there on Blue Sky. And I've never spent a minute of my show saying, hey, they should all go over and ban people from Blue Sky. Never even covered it. Don't even give them a thought, you know? But that's what's leading. That's where they start from, right? And Reddit and some other, places where they get together, they get into little Antifa groups, and they'd all decide to ship, would they ship like 6,000 dildos, of all things, to Portland, I think?
Oh, yeah.
From
There was
Minnesota?
dildos everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, fun, huh?
Great use of taxpayer money because some NGO paid for that stuff.
And if I'm in an ICE detention center and I'm just a regular person trying to come here to work or whatever, and I look outside and you've hung 6,000 dildos on the fence, I'm scratching my head going, these gringos are crazy, man.
It's true. But the
Why
problem...
do these gringos got dildos for us, man? Is this for us? I don't want a dildo.
The problem
home,
is
man.
they're so organized that even they're crazy gives the Republicans fits. That's the problem. The Republicans are just so disorganized that there are so many important fights that are happening in local elections in these midterms that they should have been promoting to get turnout out, that they've just failed miserably. It's pathetic how how poorly they've done in helping the president get his agenda done.
And now the RNC is sitting on like $100 million or something, and the DNC's like $10 million in debt.
Well, the interesting thing about the DNC is they decentralized all of their funding and stuff now. Like, so they don't even, the DNC is basic. It's a shell organization.
So what is that? Act Blue.
Yeah. And that's, that stuff, like Act Blue should have been targeted by the DOJ. I'm so glad Pam Bondi's gone. Hopefully somebody will get around to doing something about Act Blue. But that's how they launder all that money. It's foreign money that they launder and make it seem like it comes from individual donors.
And it's been 15, 20 years they've been doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Obama got caught red-handed with taking donations in the hundreds, tens of millions of dollars that had no, the CRV code on the back?
No point of origin. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could basically go to Walmart, buy one of those little gift cards, for $100, and then scratch it off, send it into, to Act Blue, which I'm sure you can do today, and they'll take the donation to whoever you want to send it to, except for Eric Swalwell, of course. His page is unavailable.
Well, for now, we'll see.
Well, and that's the power of Act Blue, too, right? They turned it off.
Yep.
They said, we're no longer accepting donations for you. Whereas if he was doing that independently and he had people that believed in him and they wanted to send him money, you know what I mean?
Well, it's part of their control system. It's decentralized fundraising, but it's a centralized control system for their candidates.
Exactly. We don't like you. We shut you out. We create this, mystery, the stir around you, and shut off your funding. And now you can still raise money, of course. If you want to get somebody to write you a check, directly to your campaign fund, then no problem. But you can't get the millions. Remember the Act Blue, man? They had these people donating 20,000 times over 2 years, 3-year periods, like $4 a pop, 5 times a day.
Yep, little old ladies on Social Security donating 20,000 times a year. Yep.
And I remember, was it Stephen Crowder or no? It was James O'Keefe went to one of their doors and he's like, "Look, this is your name. Is this you? Is this your address? Look at all the donations you've made." And he shows her, and it's like $4, $5, $7, $15, but like 3, 4 a day for years. It's like, you didn't give Act Blue $57,000 last year over 1,000 different donations. She's like, "Of course not. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. Who would do that?" Exactly. Who would do that? Nobody on the planet would do that. Why doesn't that get flagged? Why doesn't that get flagged? Why is there no transparency into this?
Now, hopefully JD with his fraud investigations will get on top of some of that stuff, because that is absolutely wire fraud. So,
yeah, it's broad, it's extensive, and it's from foreign governments, if you ask me.
Some of it is guaranteed, 100%.
Yeah, it's interference from foreign organizations. Otherwise, if it was just some billionaire, if it was an Elon Musk, whatever, they just step up and do it.
And then you have of course, the secret funding groups that like to fund both sides. So they donate a little over to this, and then they give a big old check to Act Blue, and so they can play both sides of the game. They really have rigged it pretty well. The guys with the money.
Yeah, and if the Conservative Party, the movement doesn't get behind this and understand what's going on, and either A, stop it, or B, if you can't beat them, join them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like to play that way, but, they're playing that way. Somebody's got to do something here. If they're bringing a gun to a knife fight, you better have a gun in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's pretty wild watching all this happen, and they don't care. They come back in the Senate tomorrow, and guess what? They're going to do nothing.
Yeah.
They're going to do nothing because they don't care. They're not afraid of this. They don't think it matters to them. And to them personally, it doesn't matter. What's it going to change, in John Thune's life or whatever? Nothing. Right? He's still going to have his limousines and his $1 million homes and his, on and on. Nothing's going to change. The cigar in his hand is still going to cost $200, no matter what happens here.
Yep. Because he could always go into the private sector then. He's got all his lobbying buddies. I mean, let's say you leave Congress or you leave the Senate or you leave one of your bureaucratic positions that you got assigned to. There's a lobby firm ready to snatch you up because you know people, and it's all about contacts.
And I'll tell you what, you don't even need the job, and you might not even do the job. You just want the job so that you can cover for all the money that you have in bank accounts all over the world that you can just siphon off and live a lavish lifestyle with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like
all the insider trading.
Yeah, they've got it stashed away, and so they want that job to cover for the fact that I would guess in many situations that they've just got too much money to show for it. You know what I mean? If you don't have some sort of job, then people might start saying, "What are you doing having this, $1,000 dinner every other night?"
Well, that's part of the reason they're looking into old Ilhan Omar, isn't it? Because she's went from being in debt to being a multi-millionaire, and her husband hasn't yet to make one of his business profitable.
Well, public. I mean, you're supposed to have a physical address for that kind of stuff, and they are going out there looking at these places, and there's no physical address there. There's no, that business doesn't exist. The winery. The investment banking firm he has that somehow manages $20 billion or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you talk about a number like 30 million, that seems like a really nice kind of rounded off, if you're the mob boss, that's your cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they talk about 8 billion. Yeah, when 8 billion gets spent and stolen in Minneapolis, 30 million seems like a good sort of, you did your job, thank you very much, you get yours, everyone gets theirs, right?
Yeah, 10% for the big guy or whatever it is, all right?
Exactly, and if she's smart, she'll have that money socked away somewhere offshore in Africa or wherever she can get to it, because I don't think her days in the United States are numbered more than, say, 500.
I'll tell you what, there's a real good, I mean, they have the evidence. If they're just willing to do it, she's gone. All it takes is the political willpower, and she's out. Yeah.
It's just like you put it in front of a judge that's not like some rabid left-wing nut, and it's marriage fraud. It's immigration fraud. She committed it to get her brother into the country. She didn't have to, but she was here. She was fine. She did it to get her brother into the country, and that's illegal. You can't do that. And I guarantee there's a number of questions on the questionnaires they give you when you come into the country that you lie on.
Oh, guaranteed.
Do you want to overthrow the United States of America? No, of course not.
Of course not. No. Yeah, no. She's one of those ones like Solwell that is from bottom to top scumbag. Got to go.
There you go.
We have to get rid of those people. And this is why I'm harping on people. Like, I know the midterms are, a lot of people are angry. I'm one of them, but I'm not going to not vote. I'm going to go vote in the primaries so I can get people in that have my opinion. Like, that's what you have to do. Like, we have to get people to go get rid of these people. If these people suck, which most of them do, we have to replace them.
The primaries are everything. I mean, that really is the nuts and bolts of it all. The primaries, man, because you got to find those people that actually love this country and get them into that seat. Have a primary, the dude who's been in there for 20 years who sucks, who doesn't do anything. Get him out of there. Get our guys in. It's so important in the primary because if you get the right guy through the primary, he's going to win in a landslide when he stands up next to somebody who's a raving lunatic communist.
Yeah, and it's the only way to show the GOP. It's the only way to show them. You got to primary them.
Yeah, exactly. You got to make them scared. Like, it's not a freebie, man. You don't just get into the Congress and you live there for the rest of your life until you're senile and you literally can't even understand the room you're in, a la Dianne Feinstein, and then you're a fool. But anyway, folks, we're about running out of time. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We are live every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time and every Sunday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, we're on radio break. Good job.
I saw you reaching for your microphone when we had like 15 seconds left. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to let you interrupt us when we have 15 seconds. I'm going to do the long outro.
Nailed it.
I nailed it, man. Fuck yeah, I made that outro my bitch.
You did, didn't you?
Stuck that landing.
Yeah, all right.
Those primaries, man. It's where it's all at. Like, I'm here in Oregon. It's a big deal because we have a huge primary field, and there's a bunch of. If you're not going to pick the right guy, he's going to get crushed by the Democratic machine out here. Like, we need the right guy running.
Wobbly, the guys don't live in California at all.
Doc, I'll tell you what. If you can get the right guy on the show, if you want to invite him on, do it.
The guy, they're super busy. Like, I could try to reach out to them, but it's difficult.
Yeah, just say, hey, Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Come on for a half hour.
Yeah, I'll see I'll see if he can. David's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
Look, it's a 2-hour show. If you want to give me 15 minutes at any point in the show, just tell me what time you want to come in and done.
Yeah, he's one of the J6 guys that got arrested.
Oh wow!
Like 3 years after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was one of the ones that was picked up in those later sweeps.
Mention Brent Hamachek in Human Events, and his affiliation with Charlie Kirk, and that he's been on the show for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And you'll get him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a little young, and he's coming up against the machine out here, but he's pulling in second place, right behind the. There's another guy. He's kind of wishy-washy on a few things, but overall he's better than what we got. But he's part of the old money club here in Oregon, so it's kind of,
That'd be cool, though, if you accomplish that. I'd be very impressed.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Wobbly goes.
The only warning is the Willie segment, right?
Yeah, we'll take 15 minutes out of Willie's segment, then give it 10.
Hey! Who's this clown?
Oh.
Wobbly says, "Do these two?" Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. Wobbly says, "Do these two live in California?" I said, "No."
No, do not.
I did once for about, I don't know, a year maybe, part-time.
I live in what they call California Junior, which is Oregon. But I got here just before it turned completely insane. Like the year, like I moved here and it was still cool and it was awesome and it wasn't too crazy. And then next year everybody started going nuts. It was wild.
That must suck to watch your city just degenerate.
30 seconds, guys.
Yeah, for the people who live here it's been pretty rough for a long time. The people that are born and raised here, it's been pretty rough.
I mean, it's Portland. You want to? We'll talk about that when we go live here. Let's do it.
And here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. It is Sunday night, April 12th, 2026, and I am so happy to be here. Doc, you loving it?
Loving it, as usual.
Loving it. We're having a good old time talking about scumbag politicians.
Yeah, they are.
Space adventure.
Yes. Also a good thing.
Yeah, all that good stuff. And we were in the break, we were talking about Portland, and I kind of wanted to, we were having such a, like, we're on the verge of having a really good conversation there, and I kind of asked you what it's like to live in a city, because you said you moved there right before it started falling apart, like right when it was at its peak, you moved there, and then you just watched it kind of go downhill. So tell us about that experience a little bit, man. Well, I mean, you don't live in Portland, but yeah.
Yeah, well, when I first moved here, I lived more in Portland than I do now, and I actually did kind of an old school method. Like I basically traveled the Oregon Trail to get here. I rented or bought a school bus, packed it full of all of our stuff. In a bus,
exactly. Yeah,
came
sorry,
across
go ahead.
Oregon Trail style, and when I got here, it was that was okay. I found places to park. It was and people were cool, and it was and then it was. I found a job right away. It was easy to get into the cannabis industry, no problem, and everything was going very well. I had an apartment and was looking for a place to start working on the bus, decking it out, and then it just they started making all these changes to the laws, and the homeless people started just flocking to the city from California and Washington, and it just compounded, and it slowly, day after day, you could see just the city, the light leaving the city. And as people flee, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And, every day I read the news and there's another store that's been here for 50 or 60 years closing. An old fruit market that had been here for 110 years is now gone because of the crime and degradation. I mean, and the stories I hear from people that grew up in Oregon and Portland, they're devastated. They're beside themselves. They have no idea how to even recover from it. And it's been a process where a lot of power was just taken from people by the government without them even knowing it. And when you have Democrat one-party rule for 40 years, that's what happens.
And I mean, I remember reading a story about one of your biggest sky rises, right? One of the tallest buildings in town, going from like $100 million down to what, like 10 or something? Just some stupid devaluation where it was just like, if that is the standard that all other buildings in the city are looking at for, like a comparative sale, the whole city's screwed.
It's not the only, I think that one went for 23 cents on the dollar. And there was another one that was similar size, not quite as fancy, went for 7 cents on the dollar.
Wow.
And they took over.
Comparative sales are everything in real estate. So, like, if you own a high-rise downtown, you own a big office building, and you're really rich because you own this big office building, suddenly it's worth 15 cents on the dollar?
Yeah.
That's horrifying. To a multimillionaire living out there, it's like you got to sell that thing and somehow get your money back and get out of town.
Well, now they're planning on trying to pass a empty storefront law that is going to charge building owners a fee if their stores are empty.
Really?
And they're trying to get it through the town or the city council right now.
So you'll end up with a bunch of like defunct little businesses that don't have to pay much rent. It just they're there to not get fined. You know what I mean? Like basically. I can put my buddy's like used furniture store. Like he just goes to swap meets or whatever and buys a couch and like so he's got a bunch of like I don't know bed bug ridden couches sitting in there. You know what I'm saying? Like not a valuable store at all. Just something. I don't care what it is. Just put something in there. Like
as long as it's cheaper than the fine. Yeah, as long as it's cheaper than the fine, they'll do it. And it'll destroy the downtown because the people won't want to go there, and they already don't. Like I was saying, one of the homeless groups took over one of the old buildings, the mall, and had a drug and sex den in it for months before the police raided it and cleaned it out. But that place was destroyed. There's the old ice rink. Nobody goes to anymore. The mall's empty all the time. So it's been it's really sad. It's been really sad watching it fall apart. I don't even go to the city anymore because of it. And I used to love going to Portland. I'm not much for living in the city, but I do enjoy going to it. And I just don't even bother anymore because it's not worth the hassle.
There's a famous YouTube channel out there that I really enjoy. What is it? Nate and Kara. They have traveled all over the world. They've been to 100 and whatever countries. It's just a couple of fun people. And they went through Portland. And they're like, yeah, we're going to go see, was it the wall with all the gum on it?
Yeah.
And then they went to the Voodoo Donuts. And then the next scene is like you're halfway through this video and they're like out on the highway driving somewhere. And they suddenly mention at some point later that we don't like to say bad things about places. That's all. But we're driving out here to this great campsite. Now we're going to go find a great campsite. And it's like, wait a minute, this was supposed to be the video on you guys visiting Portland. And you did 15 minutes of the 45 minutes on it. And then next thing you know, you're just driving out of the city going, yeah, it's so nice to be out in the countryside, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's how pretty much everybody in Portland feels. Like if you can get out of the city, everybody's fleeing the city.
And they're going to, like you said, you're in a suburb, so to speak, where it's a different county, a different jurisdiction, and it's sane.
Oh yeah, I mean, still got a bunch of liberals as neighbors. I got the trans flag up, but on the same block, I also have the American flag up, and nobody yells at each other. There's no homeless all over the place. There isn't graffiti everywhere, just because they enforce the laws in this county.
Nice. And Oregon itself is just a phenomenally beautiful place.
Oh, it is. There's so much natural beauty here. It's amazing.
And, I felt bad about doing this the other night, but on Wednesday night's show, Bullhorn Barry was talking about Oregon a couple times, right? He mentioned Oregon like 3 times. And on the third time, I'm like, dude, you're pronouncing that wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I only bring it up because I know people from Oregon really don't like it when you call it Oregon.
Yeah, they don't. They have some very interesting pronunciations out here of words. There's this main strip street in Portland called Cooch Street, but it's spelled couch. And they can always tell if you're not from Portland, if you're not from Oregon, if you pronounce it couch. They all laugh at you every time. It's funny.
During the break, I'll tell you a joke about Chicago streets, but if you bring it up, I'll tell you. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do it on the air. It's really nothing offensive, but we're family friendly, man, family friendly. But it's interesting to see that. Now, I went through Oregon when I was younger. I went out to the Three Sisters, toured that area, climbed up some of the mountains there, and spent about a month up in the hills up in there. And we checked out the Deschutes River for a little while, did some rafting on that for a few days, and went up to Mount Hood and skied up there in the summertime. That was really nice.
Yeah, no, I think, I can't remember if I've been up to Deschutes or not. I know we went down through Bend, and we went down through Burns, and down through the center part of the state over the mountains. Yeah, Crater Lake, all those places.
Oh yeah, Crater Lake. Yeah. It's a beautiful state.
Yeah, there's just so many places to go in this place that it's pretty wild.
Yeah, and for most of the year, you get phenomenal weather too.
Oh yeah, it's very Mediterranean climate. Unless you're on the east side of the mountains, then you get a more Idaho climate.
Yeah, and unless it's raining, of course. If it's the rainy season, you forget about it.
It's still 60 degrees though, which is not bad. I'll take 60 and rainy over negative 20 any day of the week.
60 and rainy is kind of chilly in my book. That's where I come from. No, I haven't seen rain. I haven't seen rain since I don't know. I can't remember the last time it rained. It was months ago.
Yeah, Yeah, I remember those days living down in Arizona. I remember.
Yeah, it's almost getting scary out here. Really, it kind of is. I imagine this summer is going to be all kinds of different, fire dangers and whatnot up in the mountains. But it is what it is. It's the West, and we had a really bad ski season this year across the West. It was like everything's closing up early. But that just happens, man. It's not like a steady. You can book your trip for Christmas, and it's always going to be snowy in Aspen. You know what I mean? It's just not the way it works, right? Heck, they're expecting like 3 feet of snow in the Lake Tahoe area now in the next couple of days after the ski resorts all closed, right? So, it is what it is. Doc, where can people find you online?
Of course, you can follow me over on the X platform, Rumble, Odyssey, and my favorite, Minds.com. And that's at Doctor with an E 420.
DOCTORE 420. Go check them out, guys. I am Censorship Sucks. I am your host. But we've got to go to break, folks. We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, we're on radio break. Woohoo!
Sweet!
I'm going to let this one run down, and then I'll start the next one up.
All right, I'm going to go to the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
All righty. Ooh.
All righty, then. I'm going to go to the restroom in a minute, too. I'll wait till he gets back there, till we switch rooms.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. It is currently 1:55 p.m. in Auckland. It is 69 degrees. Yeah, let's go, and raining. But folks out there listening, is that crazy? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Auckland right now.
Isn't that awesome?
Isn't that weird? It blows my mind. Like, I don't know. It's 7 o'clock here. It's 2 o'clock there. They're 5 hours off us.
I mean, since the time I've been in the military till the time I got out, I mean, I've dealt with time zones.
5 hours.
I've been dealing with time zones for at least 25, 30 years or more.
Yeah. Let's see. London, 3 a.m., 43 degrees. Dubai, 6 a.m., 72 degrees. Overcast. Phoenix, Arizona, 6:56 p.m., 76 degrees. Partly cloudy.
All right, we're close enough. I'm going to take and get us on the next one. All right?
I see ya.
All right. Start hour 2 up here in just a minute. And we should have Crazy Willie, the warm farmer from Waldo, Florida.
For calling Domino's.
Hey.
No.
Domino's, can I take your order?
2 pepperoni pizzas, large, extra cheese.
Excellent. Extra cheese. Good for you. Good for you. You only missed one thing on that order. You know what it was?
What's that?
Extra pepperoni, too.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'd die if I eat pizza anymore, though. I have to make my cheese pizza. That's true.
Yeah,
I have to make
I'd rather have one with everything on it than just.
I do like garbage can pizza. Garbage can pizza is the best. I miss eating real pizza though. Can't do it anymore. Kills me.
Where's that Willie character?
When I was in Chicago, man, you always hear about Chicago and you hear about the deep dish pizza, right? But the deep dish pizza is not the good one. The good one is the stuffed pizza.
Yeah.
Right? It's very different than the deep dish. It's so much better.
Yeah, is that the one that's like lasagna, or is that the deep dish? The layer.
Well, it's like the deep dish. It looks just like it, but they do like the bottom layer, and then they fill up the middle of it with all the cheese and everything, and then they put another layer of bread over the top of it, and then
that's the one I'm talking
and
about.
then the marinara on top.
Yeah, and it comes out kind of like a calzone in a way.
Or
A stromboli, I should say.
yeah, kind of like a stromboli, a little thicker, a little more meat to it, a little more cheese to it. But yeah, it's basically. I like stromboli. Good stromboli sauce.
I do too.
I grew up next to one of the like right in the neighborhood of one of the famous East Coast pizza joints, and it was like homemade, hand tossed Italian style pizza, Italian style bread. Good stuff. Their family was they had a couple of the shops all over the country. Their family was from Sicily. They made good traditional hand tossed American pizza.
Yeah, my son got some Domino's for us tonight. I had 3 pieces. It was pretty good. I haven't had Domino's in a while.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
If I want pizza, I got to make my own these days.
I used to like Pizza Hut, but I don't know. It's not the same anymore.
No, they changed the crust like a decade and a half ago.
They use Willie's cricket flour, from what I hear.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Oh, there he is. Oh. David Hogg, welcome to the group.
Hey, are you there? Sir, excuse me, sir.
I am Hansel from Willie's Worm Farm. Willie is no good. This is Hansel. I am Hansel.
You sound like Hansen, not Hansel.
I am the Hansel Thunberg. The Thunberg.
Sound like you're about to pour me a Slurpee.
I am the best that ever was. I am the Hansel.
No squeezing the juice. No squeezing the juice.
Hello, how is everyone doing?
Hey, Willie. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, is that Willie? Hi, Willie. Willie.
No, it's Willard.
Willie.
It's Wilford. It's just Wilford. Just cousin Wilford. What you doing? Is that Hansel? Is that Hansel?
Hi, Willie. Oh, man. Hey, y'all a mess, man. Doggo.
It's true. That is true.
Hi, Willie. I can't wait to hear what you bring tonight. I know where you're coming. I saw your little meme you sent over to me, and yeah, whatever. That was AI. That was fake. Fake.
Man, hi. I got a picture. I got a picture of this thing, this capsule, man. Hey, it's all burned up. It come into the atmosphere.
It's AI enhanced.
No, it come into the atmosphere, man, at 25,000 miles an hour, 33 times the speed of a bullet. Hey, it got all burned up. Hey, but guess what? The NASA emblem is uncharred. I showed you that picture.
It's made out of titanium.
Yeah.
Titanium doesn't burn.
That's because they would clean that thing up in Photoshop, Willie. They're not going to put out a thing where their logo's all messed up.
No, the whole thing burned up except for the logo. Hey, this
Maybe they should make the whole thing out of the logo.
You think there's something in there? You think there's something in the corner here? Wait, go, look. What's there? Nothing.
Hey,
I'm talking to my dog.
Yeah, no, hey, a speeding bullet is 1,800 miles an hour. Hey, this thing was traveling at 22 to 24,000 miles an hour with no propulsion.
The real question is, does it melt steel beams at that speed? That's the question.
Hey, in 1969, man, hey, it took the astronauts 3 days to get to the moon. It took these cats 5 days. Hey, and I
went
guess
around
if
it
we,
That's
we
cruising speed. They
yeah,
needed to take pictures.
yeah, I guess if we do it
Now,
60
you do
years from
know.
now, it's going to be twice as long.
Now, Willie, you do know that the moon moves away from the Earth a little every year. So
Yeah.
it's going to take them longer because the moon had moved away so many, maybe even a mile
Plus,
or
the
more.
universe is expanding, Willie.
That's right,
Yeah.
expanding, not like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
brain.
Hey, have y'all?
Expanding like the belt size? What?
All right, Doc, you understand the assignment? We're getting there.
Okay,
Hey,
I got it.
hey, y'all see the pictures? Hey, the moon from here to the moon,
Well,
it
thank
looks like a
God
great
we're
big round circle.
30
Hey,
seconds,
and when they
Willie.
was in outer space, man, it looked like a little dot.
What about inner space?
Hey, they was closer to the moon than us, but it looked further away. Come on. Hey, and then
That's
old
some
girl,
Rick
she
Moranis
got in
stuff right
trouble. Hey, old girl got in trouble for saying there wasn't no stars in space, man.
And here's your countdown: 5,
Hey, who's
4,
countdown?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, God.
And you're back
Time to
live
pee.
and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition, April 12th, 2026. And if you're a longtime fan of the show, you know exactly what's coming up now. It's time where we sit down with Doc and talk football. What's going on, Doc?
Not too much. Spring League is kicked off both indoor and outdoor. It's excellent.
Mhm.
Great entertainment for the whole family if you want to go out and catch a game. I'm sure there's one in your neighborhood.
Hey,
Hey,
Willie, how'd you get in
What
here,
is this
Willie?
guy doing
Hey,
here?
we cut your segment. Now we're doing spring football in Oregon during this segment.
No, man. Hey, I see what you done there, football. Nobody cares about football, man. Hey, this here is.
Everybody cares about football. What are you talking about?
Hey, y'all crack me up. Hey, this here's Willie Lee. Hey, I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo,
He has
Florida, and Willie's
delicious
Cricket
worms,
Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina, man. Look at here. Hey, we sell worm hot dogs and pea jugs too. That's right, pea jugs, man. Hey, there's a market for it. Where there's a market, hey, I'm gonna try to make a dime anywhere I can. Hey, and we broadcasting live.
Dimes.
Hey, yeah, hey, and you are
Hey,
currently on. You are currently on in partnership. That's right. Hey, that's the word. Partnership with the Willie's Worm Farm Roundtable Radio Show. Hey, we are broadcasting.
you
Willie.
cannot steal the name of the show.
Yeah,
That is
Willie.
illegal against the contract.
Yeah,
Thank you,
no,
Doc.
man.
Thank you.
No, hey, but we are broadcasting live from the billboard out here in Sandy Run, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Out here on I-26, man. Hey, we are nationwide. Hey, and let me go
Your
ahead and
CD
introduce
only
my
reaches
guest.
to the end of the driveway. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no, hey, let me introduce
Doc,
my guest.
Willie, let Doc talk. Willie, Doc is trying to talk now and then. You can't just take over the whole mic, okay?
But-
Let him talk now and then.
It's possible. It's possible he could
I-
try.
But I do, man. I let him talk. I heard what he said.
The question is, Willie, when you're broadcasting nationwide like this, how many CB radios do you have to connect together to get nationwide? That's the question.
Who doesn't?
No, man. Hey, it's got to do with battery power, man. Battery power. Hey, and I got a big old hookup up here on this sign, battery power, and I got generators down here at the bottom, man. And what happens, man, is called a skip, and it skips from one truck to another truck. I see the truck got the antennas, man. And the broadcast skips from one truck to the other truck. So one truck could skip to a truck that's 50 miles away, and that truck will skip to a truck that's 50. It's called skip, man. Look it up. Hey,
okay.
But hold on, man.
Who's running the generators? Are you using the monkeys to power the generators?
Yeah, no, hey, yeah, them monkeys, they come in handy, man, I'm telling you. Oh, hey, these monkeys, hey, they work for nothing, I'm telling you. All you got to do is feed them, man. Hey, but, man, you're sidetracking me, son, come on.
Hey,
Hey,
Willie, really quick.
yep,
I got a article here from the Gateway Pundit. Ape War. Two chimpanzee clans in Uganda violently turn on each other in the first recorded simian conflict. And
yeah,
scientists have no idea why. Okay, so these monkeys down there in Uganda, they're fighting each other. They were part of one tribe. They broke into two, and now they started going at each other, life and death type of war. I think it's
no,
because some of your monkeys got down there and taught them some nasty stuff and
no.
showed them CNN.
No, man. Hey, and that's another story too, man. Hey, that's not. Hey, it's cause one tribe of monkeys stole the other tribe of monkeys' dogs. Y'all didn't know it, man. But monkeys,
I'm
they
down
got
for
pet
selling the
dogs.
monkeys weapons. Who's
Yeah,
in?
no. Hey,
We
that's
should get
true,
Aunt
man.
Mama Lou and go sell. We should get her speedboat, and we could sell the monkeys weapons.
Yeah, but hey, listen here, Mark. I got something I want to tell you, man. I need to get
Who?
something out.
Who?
That ain't Mark interrupting.
No,
Who's that?
that was that's
I thought that
Barry.
was Mark. No,
That's
Doc.
Doc. That's
hey,
Aunt Mama Lou.
yeah, no, hey, y'all get me sidetracked, man. Come on, look
Yeah, tell me
here.
about the
Hey,
monkeys, though, Willie. Just come on, expand a little bit on it. Did you have
yeah,
anything to do with this?
yeah, no, you got to hold on, man. We got to say one thing to say something else, and then after we say that something else, we got something else to say, man. Hey, it's called a
Is
comedy show. Hey, that's
that is
what I'm
how the
putting on
conversation
right here.
goes?
I'm putting it on. Better than taking it off, man. Hey, but I want to introduce everybody. I got to say hellos and do all my niceties and stuff, man. I want to introduce on my Willie's Worm Farm Roundtable radio show right now. We have in our studio
There you go,
You
Jay.
can't
You
call
have
it
the
that,
name of
Willie.
the
You can't
show.
call it that.
and John Galt and Mark Wojah something. Hey, he's the producer. No, hey, I want to introduce y'all. And hey, as far as them monkeys go, them monkey wars, they've been going on for a while, man. Hey, and it ain't none of my monkeys. Hey, but I went down there and to see what was going on one time, man. Hey, because I was worried that my monkeys was going to do the same thing. Hey, y'all remember way back when my monkeys they had an uprising. Man, somebody that was that old
I was
Kurt
going to
Cuddles, I
ask you
think it
about
was.
that. Did you use them to fight the gators to get your
No,
brother-in-laws out so you could use them for your immigration scam again? Is that
yeah,
the war you're talking about?
Right? You
no,
scammed,
no,
Willie?
no, Mark. What happened was Burt
Who?
Cuddles had left. He
Who?
left
That
the
wasn't Mark.
TV.
That
I'm
was
not
Doc.
Mark.
Now,
In
That's not Mark.
I thought, huh?
That's not Mark. That's Doc.
Oh,
that's the guy you owe money to, Willie. That's the guy you need money from,
Hey,
right? Be nice to him.
yeah, and by the way, how much money did you say he needed to send you again? He told me
yeah.
before the show that he was unclear about that.
That's true.
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do right now, man. You're trying to sidetrack me again, man. I got some stuff I want to tell y'all. Hey, and y'all keep getting in there, and I ain't getting nowhere. I'm spinning my wheels. You know what I'm saying? Spinning my wheels, son. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all a story about something that happened way back when, so that our viewers can get a perspective and a grasp of the situation. What y'all talking about with the monkey wars and stuff, man? I'm trying to
Yeah.
explain to folks what the Monkey
Okay, so
Wars
with
was
the
all
monkey wars,
about.
just to
They
guard
might
you,
have got the
in
Monkey
the New York
Wars.
Post,
You
it
go
said
right on
chimps
here, man.
from one group
Hey,
began
I'll tell you
attacking
what, man.
killing
Hey, I'll sit
those from
back and
another
listen to
group,
y'all for a while.
and that
Come
turned
on.
into an escalated period of lethal violence. Study author Aaron Sandel, anthropologist at University of Texas at Austin, told Live Science. I mean, they're actually going at it. Lethal violence, Willie. What do you think of that?
Man, I'm trying to tell you what I think of it, and you won't let me. Look at here. I keep trying to get a word in edgewise, and between you and that other fella and that other fella, I can't say what I want to say, man. Dog.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm
Doggity
sorry.
dag
Go ahead.
nab doggone, man.
My bad. My bad. Billy.
Hey,
Go
that's
ahead. Go ahead.
bad too, man. Hey, that doggity dag nab doggone, that's worse than a doggone. Hey, I'm telling you, look at here. Y'all got to let me tell it the way it is, man. Look at here. Y'all go
All right, come
ahead
on
though.
now. Get it out.
Yeah,
Come on now.
hey, y'all, I got an idea. Hey, y'all do the Willie show. Hey,
I'm just giving you a hard time, Willie. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, man. What happens though is our studio, our audience, man, out there in Radio Land. They can't figure out what's going on. We talking about one thing, and then we talking about something else, and you got to what they call elaborate. Elaborate.
Well,
That's
that's
a
why I'm
pretty
trying to
word
keep
right
people
there.
on subject. I'm just trying to keep the
Well,
conversation on subject, right? With the
Yeah,
chimpanzees. 24 dead so far.
yeah, man. Hey, and that's all cause of an uprising, man. And there's a reason for the uprising. And that's why I was trying to tell y'all about that uprising that happened on Willie's Worm Farm way back when. Y'all remember that old Burt Cuddles? He's supposed to be taking care of the monkeys, man. Hey, and he left the TV sets on. I told him leave them TV sets off, man. And what happened is there was CNN playing in one room with all the liberal stuff, and Fox News was playing on the TV set in the other room, and then some of the monkeys were watching Fox News, and some of the monkeys they was watching CNN, and then they got to fighting amongst one another, man. It was the Confederate monkeys against the Yankee monkeys. Man, they
this
tore
sounds
that
like a
place up.
CIA experiment.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. But that TV, what it done, it
Hey,
pitted
Fox
one
News,
group
by the way,
against
is
the
the
other.
north. CNN is the south.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever you said, man. Now look at him. I'm trying to tell y'all something. This
All right,
whole
come
thing with
on
these
now.
monkeys over there in Uganda land, man. Hey, y'all can look it up. This is a true story. These monkeys, man, they got pet dogs, and one group of monkeys went over and they killed the one tribe of monkeys, their pet dogs. Y'all think I'm lying about this, but y'all can Googleize it, man. These tribes of monkeys. That's what happened over there. You wanted me to weigh in on it, man? Hey, I'm weighing in. That's what happened. I'm
Well, look
telling
what
you,
happened
it
when
got to
John
do with
Wick's
the
dog
dogs
got
and
killed.
the one tribe of monkeys. They stole the dogs from the other tribe of monkeys, and they took the dogs on the roof and they threw them on the ground and killed their dogs, man. Hey, and this other a monkey group, they're like, hey, we mad at y'all because y'all killed our dogs, so we're gonna go over there and kill y'all's dogs, and we're gonna kill y'all too. Hey, that's
You
what's
know,
happening over there, man.
you should write this as a movie and call it John Wick 5 or 6.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, they all kind of stuff we can make a movie about, man. Hey, I got ideas for movies, man. Hey,
I'm sure
I
you
got
do.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hey, I got ideas galore, man. Hey, and me and this person that I know, named Debbie, is gonna be my new manager, man. Hey, and Debbie is what she gonna do is she gonna put me in the movies, man. She gonna take all my stories and she
I
gonna write
don't
them
think
down.
you want to be in those movies. Those movies aren't the kind of movies you want to be in, Willie. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, bum chicka wow wow. I know what you're talking about, man. Hey, but this whole thing, movies is written down, man. It's mostly made up stuff. Hey, and some movies are based on true stories, but they gonna make this movie about these astronauts that went around the moon, and that ain't based on no true story. Hey, these astronauts, man. Hey,
Now,
y'all look at it.
wait a minute. But
Hey,
you're talking about jumping from one thing to another thing, and you're not talking about the what happened with the monkeys and the dogs and the Civil War. So how
well,
does this play out?
and no, hey, it's ongoing, man. It's ongoing. Can't nobody put a stop to it. Hey,
No,
hey, and the war ain't gonna end. All the dogs are gone.
I mean
Hey,
we
then
could
they're
drop
gonna
some
start saying,
bombs on
"Oh,
them.
no,
That would
no, man.
work.
Hey, yeah, hey, that's a good storyline. Oh man, hey, and then the monkeys they start taking the humans hostage.
There
The
you go.
humans are the monkeys' pets. That's funny right there. Come on.
I
Hey,
think that was a movie already. Isn't that what Planet of the Apes was?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I remember that movie, man. Hey, they was taking them like they was slaves or something, though, man.
That's
They
true.
was making them do their bidding and all this other kind of stuff. But hey, I'm trying to lead up to something, man. I'm
Okay, well,
trying to tell
get to
y'all.
it. Get to it.
Y-
Come on
Yeah,
now.
hey, man. Hey, no, this whole Artemis thing, man. Hey, y'all look at it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This here's breaking news right now. Breaking news. Hey, I'm looking at it right now. It's coming across my wire. Hey, y'all didn't know I had a wire as a ticker. Hey, and it says right here, it says that astronaut Christina Koch was in the movie of called I can't read that word. It's Mad Max is what it was, Futurera or whatever. Hey, yeah, no, hey, y'all look it up, man.
Futurama.
Hey, yeah, Future. No, it wasn't Futurama, man. It's something else. Hey, but it says that Christina Koch was in that
Dude,
movie.
Futurama's a great show.
Yeah,
I
That
love
is
no,
a
that
hey,
show,
great show.
Futurama.
That is a
yeah,
great
no,
show.
yeah. She's an actress, is what it is, man. An actress
What
is what she
character did
is.
she play in Futurama?
No, it
She
wasn't.
was
No,
that
it
girl.
wasn't. No, it
Uh,
wasn't. It wasn't Futurama, man. Hey,
oh,
yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Futurama. It was called Futuroso or something or another. It was like one of the Mad Max movies or something or another, man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This here, breaking news again, man. It come across my wire. That what I just told you was a lie. That was a different Christine Koch. There was a Christine Koch that was in that movie. Yeah, but it wasn't the same astronaut Christine Koch. Oh, look at him. Hey, hey, you see how stuff like that worked out, man? Hey, you think you got the
happens that
truth,
way sometimes.
and then you ain't. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This coming across the wire right now.
Really, it's called
Actress,
research. Don't just read the
actress,
wire. Like, you got to look into
actress
stuff.
Amy Farrah Fowler from Big Bang Theory is really Christina Koch. You can look at the resemblance and tell. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Uh, wait a minute. Hey, this come across the wire
This
too.
sounds
That would
like you're doing a bit, Willie. This doesn't
yeah.
sound like you're telling us news. This sounds like
No,
a bit.
no.
Yeah,
Hey,
it sounds like a bit.
no. It's news, man. It's news. That's what people out there are saying.
I
They're
don't even
saying
hear
that.
the ticker going. I don't even hear the
Yeah,
ticker going.
Yeah, there
yeah,
should be a
but
tick, tick, tick,
yeah,
tick, tick,
tick,
tick,
tick,
tick in
tick,
the
tick,
background.
tick, 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 tick. No, hey, this is new. This is what people's believing, man. Hey, but what was true and what ain't true, man. You got to do your
You
own
said you had a
research,
ticker,
man.
and I don't hear it ticking. That's all I'm saying.
You
That's
got to researcherize stuff, man. Hey,
No,
makes
you
you
hey,
sound
do. You're the one reading
untrustworthy.
hey,
stuff, and then you
tickety,
2 seconds
tickety,
later
tick,
tell
tick,
us you're
tick,
wrong.
tick. Hey, breaking news. Breaking news again, man. Donald Trump just announced that if Iran does not stop blocking the Strait of Hormuz, the United States is going to block the Strait of Hormuz. What he said, Donald Trump.
Oh, he's already past that. Yeah, that's a done deal.
Yeah, Donald Trump come
It's
out
a
and he
beautiful
said,
move.
y'all
Beautiful,
need to
brilliant
quit.
move.
Y'all need to quit blocking the strait, or we're going to block the strait.
Yeah,
He's
but
going to
who's
block it
blocking the
for
gays?
Iran. Iran
That's the
ain't going to be
question
able to
I
use
have.
it, but everyone else has free usage of the strait thanks to the beautiful red, white, and blue flag that hangs on our ships over
But
there.
what about the gays? We're always
Oh,
talking
yeah, the
about the
Straits of
Straits of
Hormuz, right?
Hormuz. What
Yeah,
about
what
the
about the
gays
gays
of
of Hormuz?
Hormuz?
Yeah. Oh, man, hey, I need to take some more of this no Nadradol. No Nadradol. Hey, this company, they told me
I
every
am
time I said no
convinced that
Nadradol,
is Aunt
they
Mama
would,
Lou's stash.
they
That
said,
is not a company. You are hiding Aunt Mama Lou's stash and selling it
ah,
through shell companies. I'm
no,
telling you.
this company told me every time I said no Nadradol on air, they would pay me a certain amount of money. I told them I wasn't going to do it,
Likely
man.
story.
No,
Likely
hey,
story.
no, no, hey, they give me some free
Look,
samples of this
Willie,
no Nadradol, though, man.
you can't say that on the air. You can't do
Yep.
it.
Yeah, no, hey, I know it, man. That's what I
Mark is
told him.
bleeping those out. He bleeps it out, so you never even end up saying it.
I told him I will not mention the name No Nadradol at all
Beep.
on this show because I get in trouble, man. Hey, Donald Trump, he said too, he said that there's massive numbers of completely empty oil tankers coming to the United States to fill up and head out. Because we got plenty of oil. Hey, if we got plenty of oil, how come I'm paying $4 and $4.50 a gallon? Why is
Because it's
diesel
not oil
fuel
for
$5 and
you,
$6
silly.
a gallon, man?
That's
Hey, we
oil
got
for us to sell to India.
yeah, yeah. No, hey, it don't make any sense, man. Hey, I'm telling you, a lot of stuff don't make any
Fungible's
sense to
good,
me,
really.
huh?
It's oil is fungible. It's global market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fungible.
You know what they're paying in Ireland? Guess what they're paying in Ireland right now? While they're
Yeah,
all protesting out in the streets, they're
yeah,
paying $8.50 a gallon over there.
yeah. Hey, yeah. It's a lot.
Does
It's a
their
lot
gas
of
have
money, man.
fungicide in it too?
No, they ain't paying by the gallon. They paying by the liter, man. Hey,
Equivalent,
it ain't that.
equivalency of $8.50.
It ain't that much, man. I'm telling you. Hey, somebody making stuff up, man. Hey, but I want to tell
It
y'all
is.
something,
No,
man.
it's all taxes. They tax it to death over there. That's why they're all in the streets protesting. They're shutting down all their highways and you name it, man. They're done. They
Yeah,
ain't gonna take it anymore.
I hope they throw poop on their government buildings like the other guys did. That'd be funny.
Oh, they don't throw poop. They put poop in like some industrial like farm
Yeah,
equipment and
yeah,
launch
the
it
poop
out their
spreader.
hose. Yeah.
Yeah. The poop spreader. We had an old school one back in the day.
yeah. Wow.
Really? Tell me about that.
Hey, no,
Nice.
hey,
Just fling
hey.
poop out the back as you drive.
I just figured
Yeah.
I just figured it out. I just figured it out. Hey, y'all cohorting. Y'all in cahoots, man. Hey, y'all figured this out ahead of time. Y'all like let's see if we can make Willie mad.
Folks, and on that
Hey,
note,
y'all funny.
we've got
I
to go
just
to
figured
break.
it
We are
out.
all out of time.
No.
Folks, stay tuned for
Yeah.
more from the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show
No,
right after
no,
this.
no, man. Hey, we still got Flat Earth, man. What's up? Hey,
Too late.
that doggone, man. uh, hey, I
Oh, you
just
figured
figured
it
it
out
out.
in the last second. I love
Y'all,
that.
y'all, y'all
Willie,
playing that out.
Willie Wobbly in the Kick Chat wanted to know if Bosco was one of your kids.
Yeah, Bosco. Who?
Bosco,
Who?
you know,
Who's
I
Bosco?
don't know who.
you don't
Hey, I don't
remember.
know who Bosco is. Hey, tell
Bosco was a
him no.
cartoon cat
Yeah, I don't.
or
Hey,
monkey.
what's his name?
Yeah,
Wobbly.
Wobbly.
Wobbly, hey Wobbly, look at him. Hey, I'm selling paint chips, man, lead-based paint chips. I'm collecting them.
Delicious.
Yeah, paint chips, man. Hey, and I put them in Ziploc bags. It's like the kind I used to eat when I was a little kid, man. It's called the Hank Blue lead paint chips, man. How y'all try them? That's some good
Hey,
eating.
Willie.
Come on. Yeah,
Willie, I got a question for you. You know what's red and tastes like blue paint chips?
yeah. I tell me.
Red paint chips.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I wanted to talk. Hey, I wanted to talk about boogers on the show, man. Yeah, not boogers, man. Our body. Hey, I researcherized it, man. No.
We're gonna go to break. From the break, folks. We'll be right back after this.
We've been on break.
No. Hey, no. Hey, this is all scientific, man. Hey, I researcherized it.
Scientology?
No, hey, y'all look it up. Hey, just Google, man, are boogers good for you? And you'll find out that boogers are beneficial. Man, I'm telling you. Hey, they done the researchers. Researchers at MIT said that people should be eating their boogers and encouraging their children to follow suit. The reason is protecting your teeth. The study found that boogers contain salivary mucins, which form a barrier on your teeth from bacteria that can cause cavities, man. Hey, these salivary...
All right,
That's
no.
gross.
I mean, filling cavities like $80. It takes an hour. Just go with the cavities, folks.
Hey, this is true, man. This is in men's
Not medical
health,
advice.
menshealth.com.
Thank God Barry's
That's
not
where-
here. He'd be saying dig deeper.
Yeah, no, I did dig deep, man. Nah, like, I just got what you said. I dig deeper. I get them big old boogers back there in the back, man. No, hey, Men's Health. Oh, that's menshealth.com is where that article came from, man.
Don't
So
tickle your brain while you're up there.
it is bona
Right.
fide and it is verified, man. Hey, have y'all got any more news on the amputee cornhole player, man? Hey, he said it was self-defense. Y'all remember that guy? His name was Dayton Weber. Y'all remember him? He ain't got no arms and ain't got
The
no
video
legs, and he
came out
shot
of him
somebody.
doing drugs. Did
Yeah,
you see the video of him doing handstand or doing a stump stand to do drugs
Yeah.
off the floor?
Yeah, he was snorting cocaine or something, man. I don't know. I can't defame the man because I don't know for sure, but
No,
that
what
would
it
have looked
was.
like to me.
Yeah. That was some funny stuff.
Dude, I still have 18 articles that we haven't touched.
Hey, I want to talk about some more boogers though, man. This here,
Well, that's
hey,
a lot of
no,
articles to touch.
no, this
I
here,
don't know
our
if we
body
should just
makes
do
boogers to protect
pick
us
a
from
few of them,
viruses.
or if we should plan the show for the next segment now that Willie's done.
No.
Because right now we have just a couple minutes to talk about it. There are a few
Yeah.
things I'd like to cover, Doc. I want to go to
We
Ireland.
could do
next,
rapid
right?
fire. We could do
Hey,
rapid
y'all-
fire
hey, y'all-
headlines.
No,
Let's go
you
Ireland,
ain't-
and then let's do some rapid fire.
hey,
And
y'all
no
ain't
boogers.
back
We're
from
not going to
break
cover
yet,
boogers
man.
at all.
30
boogers.
seconds.
No booger.
30 seconds. See there? Ah, look at him.
Love you, Willie. We'll see you next
Hey,
week.
love y'all,
Unless you
man. We'll
wanna,
talk to you a little
Have
bit
a good
later
one,
on.
If you want to do a half hour on boogers, we'll just mute.
Hey, I could, man.
And here's your
Later.
countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're back live and on the radio side, right? Wait for it. Now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Hour 2, Section 2, April 12th, 2026. And did I just dodge a bullet for y'all? You have no idea what you missed in the break, but I dodged a bullet for y'all. We're not going to go where Willie wanted us to go. We're going to cover some news here. Ireland is rising up and about to explode. It's been 4 or 5 days now of them getting sick of it. The Irish government is bringing out the military to stop them from protesting. And, you know, the main headline here is the cost of gas. I looked it up. $8.50 a gallon is what they're paying, the equivalent of $8.50 a gallon, which is ridiculous. Like, California doesn't even pay that much, you know?
That's diesel prices in California.
Yeah, their diesel prices are even, like, more crazy. And
Yeah, exactly.
all the farmers, all the truckers, everyone, they're pissed. And the thing about it is, like, 60% of that cost is just taxes. So the government could literally turn it down tomorrow and say, okay, let's tune it down to like $6.50 a gallon. Are you guys happy? Yes, we're happy. Thank you. A little relief. You know, I think a lot of people in America say, hey, you know, what we're doing in Iran is a worthy cause. And so if gas prices go up for a little bit to $4, $4.25, you know, whatever it is, I think 15 last I paid. Okay, you know, 3.15 was better, but for a little time, if it helps Iran and they actually make a difference over there, then I'm willing to bite the bullet a little bit, right? But they're over there, $8.50 a gallon, and it's just insane. They don't understand. They don't want any of this stuff. They, you know, they're and they just want some relief, and they're not getting it. And so, big things are going on over there. Conor McGregor was a big part of it, saying they need to just step down. People need to really step down so that we can, you know, make Ireland great again. They're sick of it, folks. It's a big thing, and it's spreading like crazy. And so keep an eye over there because I expect to see a lot more out of this. It's not going to just end. We're getting to the point where I think a lot of these countries over in Europe need to start fighting. And I hate to say that, but I think they need to really start fighting and defending their country and going out there. And when somebody's on the bus harassing a woman and there's 10 men on there and they see this happen, they just start beating the crap out of the guy and throw him off the bus. And it's at some point, things are going to crack. and they're not going to put up with this anymore. You know?
Yeah, no, I've heard some pretty dire reports from economic guys that I follow for doing my Saturday crypto show. Shameless plug. We are heading towards a disaster in Europe. There is a serious, serious problem coming from three different directions. One is, of course, like you said, the taxes. Two is the degrowth propositions that have been going forward in all of these countries in Europe. And what degrowth is basically deindustrializing, getting rid of all of their industrial base, getting rid of all of their coal and power plants and trying to replace it with sunshine and rainbows and windmills. And then, of course, you have the third part of it, which is what's going on in Iran. And so you converge all of those things together, and Europe is being absolutely destroyed economically. And then you sprinkle a little foreign immigration wave of a couple million on top of it.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
you have a whole pile of TNT just waiting to go up. It is a real serious possibility that parts of Europe descend into civil war over the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, in a big way. And it's not going to be pretty, folks. It's literally survival at this point. You know what I mean? They're getting to the point where, you know, you can't run. Germany's got all these cars they build, right? These big, beautiful cars, the Mercedes, BMWs, Volkswagen, you know, they're the heart of Europe as far as like kicking out the best and most beautiful cars, Porsches, you know, and their electrical costs for their factories are ridiculous. You can't run a car manufacturing facility on solar unless you're going to give them like half the country to just bury in solar panels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
doesn't work.
Done some real damage to their own economy with that stuff. Then you just add all this other crazy in with it, and it's out of hand.
And they had the nuclear, like France did. France had the nuclear. Germany had the nuclear. They both said, let's not use it anymore. But Germany went and decommissioned it all.
Yeah.
You know, and like just irreversibly like destroyed all their nuclear. So they can't just turn them back on in a pinch. France can. France has. You know,
and
Germany not so much.
Yeah, Ireland and UK have all that oil up in the North Sea that they don't touch. They don't do anything with. There's coal they don't do anything with. I mean, they have the resources. They've just chosen not to do it. And then when you cut their supply that they're getting from a foreign country to half or less, and now they have to buy on the open market, I mean, you're causing economic damage that will take years to recover from.
Yeah. Now, I would hope that this whole thing going on in Iran is going to be short-lived. If I'm still paying, you know, $4 plus for gas halfway, you know, 4th of July times, right? I'm pissed. If this is still going on in 3 months from now, like, I'm pissed. This didn't work out. This is not what we wanted. And again, we talked about Donald Trump shooting for the moon, and hopefully you get there. You know what I'm saying? And this is a big part of it. You got to get this thing stabilized so that world gas prices are under control here. And right away, like soon. This can't be months and months. He said something about like what we did in Venezuela. You expect something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, well, we'll see how that plays out. I don't know. I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't tell you for sure what's going on over there. I don't think we're getting any real good information. I think that's intentional on all sides. I think everybody's doing their propaganda thing. But I think that you hit the nail on the head. If this doesn't get resolved by like summer vacation time, it will translate to a loss in the midterms, and that's the end of what he's trying to do.
And a devastating, like, just a devastating loss in the midterms. Yeah. There's no looking back from that. Yeah. There's just no going forward from, you know, a massive defeat, because it will just be impeachment in 4 days, and then another impeachment, and another one, and another one, and the Senate will be buried under impeachment, you know, proceedings for the rest of his term.
Yep.
It will just be a nightmare. And they've said straight up they're going to go after everybody. I can take out Democrat after Democrat after Democrat who said we are going to go after everybody. ICE agents. If you're an ICE agent out on the street and you were involved in any of this stuff, you're going to jail. They're going to take you down. They're going to treat you like January 6th. They're going to hunt every last one of you down.
Word around the water cooler is they have a list already.
Big list. Yeah, big list. I've got several people that I've played clips from and whatnot on the show that have said that are in the Democratic, Party that, J.B. Pritzker.
Yeah.
We're going to go after you. We're going to take you down. It's scary and it's coming.
Yeah.
And so, we start losing ground here, then it's gone forever. There's no taking it back. The minute, if they take control of the House and the Senate, the left does, Team Left, and they get the presidency in another 2 years, the Supreme Court will be completely changed. It'll be stacked with 25 people in it, and they will all be stark raving liberals.
Yep.
And on and on and on. If you don't know what a woman is, you qualify to be on the Supreme Court. That's going to be their standard. What is a woman?
They'll be like
I have no
35,
clue.
40 years old, so they'll be there for 40 years.
Exactly. It'll just we'll have a Supreme Court with 150 people on it in 30 years from now. It's just there's no coming back from it. I'm telling you, folks, they're going to change the way elections are done. They're going to change every single law out there. God, in Hungary right now, Viktor Orban just conceded defeat today. They had an election today. He conceded defeat. Viktor Orban is gone. They've got a globalist in there, Peter Magyar. He's going to be the next prime minister. And I'll tell you what, he's a raving, stark left liberal. So Hungary, gone. Now they're just France. The borders will open up. It will change. And watch Hungary. I mean, I'm always covering Europe and what's going on over there because it's just a microcosm of what's coming here. What's coming here next? Hungary just fell. Watch Hungary.
They work together. They work together. I'll give you guys a perfect example out there in Radio Land. Here in Oregon, we had a Secretary of State who was charged in a fraud scheme. And she got fake passports from people in Europe, and is now hiding out in Europe. And those connections were made with the Oregon Democratic Party and the Social Democrats in over in Europe, and I believe the Netherlands. And they are the ones helping the Democrats here in Oregon avoid any conflict with any illegal troubles that they have. They've actually gotten 2 people out of the country. This kind of thing is happening at every level within our government on the Democratic side. They are working with these globalist groups that they see a one world kind of socialist utopia as their goal. And I know it sounds crazy, but it is their goal.
Well, it doesn't sound crazy when you look at like what the World Health Organization was trying to do, where they wanted to put every country under control of the World Health Organization to be able to, call out lockdowns and mandate vaccines and all those types of things. And America's like the only country that didn't sign on to that. And again, you put a Democrat in office and boom, they're going to sign on to that immediately. They're going to sign right back on the Paris Accord.
Yes.
Trump just reversed the, that thing where the new cars turn off at a red light?
Yes, the start-stop thing. Yep.
Yeah. No, my car doesn't do that, and I would flip me out if my car did do that. But thank God it doesn't. But I've been in cars that do that, and you come to the stop sign, and all of a sudden the car dies, and you're like, what just happened? And then they hit the gas, and, a second later it starts, turns on, and you go. They got rid of that. But they'll bring it back. They'll bring it right back. Trump said, hey, we're not going to do that anymore. And I think that's great, literally. Just, I don't mind sitting there idling for a minute.
It's so hard on the vehicle. So very hard on the vehicle.
Exactly. And one of these times, your car turns off every time you go to stop sign. Eventually it's just not going to turn on. You're going to be sitting there like hitting the gas going, what's up?
Yep.
Yep.
That's the thing. They just want to. These people want to limit freedom. They want to stop you from being American, and they want you to become European. That's what they want. And if you, that's why when we talk about Europe, you should pay attention, because that's what the hard left party inside the Democratic Party, that's what they want. They want to turn us into socialist Europe.
Yeah. Now, in the few minutes we have left, I've got a bunch of articles here, so let's just roll through some of these. The front runner for the 2024 presidential election on the Democratic side just was released from prison the other day and moved to a halfway house. Michael Avenatti, right? Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Front runner
was
for
Stormy
2024
Daniels.
presidential election. Michael Avenatti is out of jail, and he's going to be in a halfway house in a couple of years over in Long Beach, and good for him. You know, he tried to take down one of your local companies, Nike, with a $25 million extortion scam. Remember that?
Oh yeah. I remember that lawsuit. Yep. Didn't know it was him, but yeah. No, I mean, it's keep an eye on him. These kind of scumbags don't go away forever.
Exactly. Yeah. He's going to be neutered quite a bit, though. You'd think that he's so disgraced that, I mean, he can never practice law again, right?
That's true.
And CNN had this guy on like literally 4 times a day. You know, They loved him. But he was such a kook. All he did was, again, lie. And that's why everybody hates Trump so much. Because they put on schmucks like this guy who came out and lied through his teeth about Donald Trump. And they just believe it all.
Yep.
You know, that's the scary part. Like, these people believe it.
Yep, they do, unfortunately.
Anyway, John Cleese. Let's get to John Cleese for a minute here from Monty Python. I loved Monty Python growing up. I mean, I was just a huge fan of them. And John Cleese is a funny dude, but he turned liberal. Well, you know, he always was liberal, whatever. But he never really was. In his deep heart of heart, he just wanted to go along with the Hollywood, what they tell you, you get paid, right? But now he's not messing around anymore. Somebody posted on Twitter, on X, the BBC has announced that the UK educational system wasn't built for black children, and the problem it was built for whiteness. Anti-white racism at the BBC is incredible. They really do despise us. So John Cleese replied, it was built for British children because it was in Britain. At the time, most British children were white. To claim that was some kind of racist conspiracy is insane. The BBC has a hidden agenda, which is against the beliefs of the majority of the British people. Right?
Uh-oh, they're going to come for him now.
Well, let's get to this one here. Another Muslim dude, you know, some Sharish, whatever they call him. What do they call him? What is a Muslim preacher, whatever they are?
Imam.
Imam, yeah. Somebody posts, you know, if we don't deal with this guy and stop the mindset and ideology spreading across our society, our daughters are literally lambs to the slaughter. He replied, this sage is proposing that as his followers are incapable of controlling their emotions, their victims should be the ones blamed and punished. Much of Islamic teaching consists of the glorification of male ego and the encouragement of its worst manifestations. Right? Somebody said over 100 Islamists just protested in the UK demanding Sharia law. It's time to deport Islamists. Yes or no? He replied, yes. Right? If you have a culture whose holy book forbids compromise, you will have division. It's inevitable. So divisiveness should not be blamed on media companies. It's the fault of the reality created by the refusal to compromise. Oh, there's the doorbell. Speech, please, I suppose.
Yeah, he's going to get himself in trouble with that little speech. I'll tell you what, though, it's sad for England when even the Liberal Party is like, wait a minute, guys, this is insane. Like it's a scary time in Europe. I mean, we're facing down the barrel ourselves, I would suppose.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Bean came out with that huge thing about electric cars a while back and how they're mandated and whatnot, and you know, completely against it. And one of the most articulate speeches I've ever heard from a guy who doesn't speak at all.
Yeah, it's funny how that is. That's funny how that is. Yeah.
Yeah. In other related news from over the pond, Sadiq Khan is calling for a disinformation group to become part of the government over there. The disinformation, I'm quoting him, about London has become a global industry. The new outrage economy is growing, and it's eating away at the bond that holds our society together. That's why I'm calling for urgent action from social media companies and government. Right? So he wants to create a, freedom of speech platform. Censorship sucks, by the way, the name of this platform. He's calling for the czars to go out there and start cracking down on social media companies. Meanwhile,
Going for another
under his
20K in jail, is he?
right? Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean,
go ahead. Go ahead.
no, what is it? 30 people a day they're arresting over there for thought crimes.
Yeah, he's trying to up those numbers.
Mm-hmm. Knife crime up 27%, robbery up 57% since he became, the governor there, or the mayor there. Theft from persons up 37%, shoplifting up 109%, sexual offenses up 64%. Let's see. Every 4.5 minutes a phone is stolen. Every 1.8 minutes a theft is reported. How does the police do anything about that? Every 1.8 minutes a theft is reported. Every 4.5 minutes a phone is stolen.
You start by arresting some people and keeping them in jail, and then go from there. Like, you got to start with actually punishing real criminals first. That's the start.
Well, and it's a lot of repeat offenders out there. Every 4.5 minutes, like, somebody is stealing a phone, like, every hour, you know what I mean, every day.
Of course, that's
and he's got a crew of, like, 50 people with him. That there's your numbers right there. You get those 50 people, you knock that down 99%.
100%. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
But it gets way worse. Every hour, a rape is reported in London.
That's insane.
In London, every hour a rape is reported, and they say it's the safest city in the world. Every 34 minutes a knife crime is reported. Yeah. And yet his biggest problem is how people like us are talking. It's a global industry of people talking about the London and how bad it's gotten.
Well, I mean, can't have him pointing out how bad a job he's doing now, can we?
Exactly. I gotta cover this one, folks. Again, a bunch of stories to cover, and Willie ate so much time up. Texans are being told that the Alamo is actually Islamic. Right?
You're gonna have to explain this to me. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm reading from the Gateway Pundit here. That stunner was included in a letter to state education officials, warning them against the false history that some interests are trying to inject into state's history. Quote, it has come to our attention that an extensive lobbying effort is underway to have the Texas State Board of Education alter curriculum standards in a way that would diminish American and Texas history. Rep. Brandon Gill, Texas, another Texas Republican, wrote to education officials. The petitioners' efforts claim that Islam influenced our founding culture and a way of life. For instance, the board recently responded to public testimony asserting that the Alamo is an Islamic building. Such claims are intended to introduce sensationalized and false history into our curriculum. It is not the board's responsibility to accommodate flagrant lies, yada, yada, yada. Members of the Islamic community long have demanded positive portrayals for their religion, which advocates for beheading and beheading. Well, I don't want to get into all that, but they're trying to, somehow say that the Alamo is an Islamic building.
That's wild. That's wild. Well, it's not. I mean, it's obvious. It's not. It was built by the Mexicans. Yeah, like it was built by the Mexicans. So,
but that's how it starts. That's how it starts with them, and then eventually when they get 51%, boom, they level it and put a mosque there.
And you have Mohammed Drive up in Dearborn or whatever it is, like they do. Yeah, no, it's crazy that they're letting that happen.
Well, they're not letting it happen. They're trying to make it happen, and it's not going to happen because you'd have to be like just completely ignorant of all history to think that the Muslims had anything to do with the Alamo.
Well, what I mean is, it makes me upset that Texas is even allowing these people to congregate and do these things. Like, I'm of the opinion that, like, you want to be American, you can be secular, or you can be Christian, or you can be Jewish. But if you're going to be Muslim, you got to follow the American Western rules, and they don't want to do that. So I'm kind of okay with asking them to leave. I'm fine with that. But, not everybody's down with that.
Exactly. And I guess one of the last stories we'll cover tonight, 19 Republicans now back Maria Salazar's Amnesty for Illegals Act, right? So House Republicans, there's a group of them, and they put together the Dignity Act, which is amnesty across the board. They're trying to say that it won't cover the people that Biden let in, but they have no way of doing that. It will put 22 million illegals here in the United States on track for citizenship, on the path to the vote. And it's just no. How about no?
Absolutely no.
Yeah, how about hell no?
Yeah.
Michael Lawler, David Valadao, Dan Newhouse, Washington, Mike Kelly, Pennsylvania, Fitzpatrick, Pennsylvania, Evans, Colorado. It goes on and on and on. Folks, call their offices. Let them know that this can never happen. No, thank you.
I bet any money, if you dug into this a little bit, it would be the beef industry, the agro industry, and the warehouse industries. The larger,
well, and the Small Business Association, you know what I mean, like things like that
are behind this. Yeah. They don't want to get rid of their illegals. Yeah.
Yeah, they want the cheap labor and remittances to leave the country. Like, yeah, we pay you, half of what we paid, somebody who grew up in America. But also, you're going to send half that back home anyway. So what do we care? It's not even going to make it into the community. The whole thing is, hey, we got this great factory that's coming to the city. Well, so what if all the money leaves? What do you get out of that? You get the pollution. The pollution, the traffic, the potholes, all that stuff. But anyway, folks, time to wrap it up. This has been the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio, the fastest 2 hours of radio. We're going to wrap it up here. Thanks so much for listening, and we will see you this Wednesday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks, guys. Did a great job.
Excellent.
It was fun tonight.
Good show tonight. Yeah, it was.
Did you have fun harassing Willie?
Oh, yeah.
I did. It was funny.
I loved it how he kept calling Doc me.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even interrupting this time, How many... I did come in and say, hey, that's not me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's not me.
He didn't expect Doc to be talking over him the whole time.
Yeah. It was good. It was funny. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good one.
All right.
All right, man. Peace.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you, wherever you're at, whenever.
Well, my sister and a bunch of the other parents, mostly female, by the way, went up to the parent-teacher conference that they have up there, and they spoke out against it. And they ended up going to the school board and stating their opinions about it, too. But they were trying to do that here in Illinois. Now, if it gets to the point where there's threats of having kids taken away, I'm sure that's going to cause some serious issues.
Just to confirm, first grade in the US is from children from 6 to 7 years old.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're wanting to teach kids sex education in first grade.
Well, sex education, depending on how it's handled, can be a good thing. That this idea that the state can now take away children from the parents just solely on a political ideology.
Well, I've been going on Naroki Five's show too, and he was talking about that conservative rally that they had up there in his neck of the woods, and um, I, I went in there and started doing a little bit of a research thing there, and they had people that were, well, here in the United States we call them family services, but they had a different name for them. But they were there at the rally, and I brought it up. I was like, it seems odd to me. Why would those people be there? And it goes back to what you're saying right there, you know. And I've mentioned these organizations too, also when it comes to the welfare state and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Um, they've overstepped their power, and they've taken advantage of it. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, those people were there at that convention because of the same reason. They were looking for reasons to take those kids away from their family members. You know what I mean?
There is an issue that's been happening in Wales, in the UK, within the last couple of years, in which schools are being pushed to teach all this DEI stuff, and not informing the parents. And I believe that there is a court case happening at the moment against parents and the Department of Education
See, that's the
in the
thing.
UK.
That's the thing about socialism that's really getting me. And um, the thing that I noticed too, since we are that that was supposed to be the natural rights here.